He's going to act happy, but he's angry, dude. He's angry, folks. All right. Drink of the stream. Peace tea. All right. Some light, dude. We're going to talk about Sparts, dude. Lots of Sparts. All different Sparts. All the Sparts you can muster, dude. What's up, Richard? How you doing, man? Talk about some collectibles, antiques, things some ideas I'm formulating. Okay? And talk about future plans because things are changing. I think they're good changes. We'll see, though, right? Can't predict the future, can you? You can't. You can try. What's up, Paul? What's up, Deuce? Deuce, I love the festiveness, but I gotta say, I think Thanksgiving is underrated, and I kind of think it's not fair that we skip right past Thanksgiving, dude. Unless you do that year round, that's your thing then. But dude, I'm here to defend Thanksgiving. All right, all month long, I'm defending Thanksgiving. So NASCAR tickets go on sale December 10th. December 10th? Okay. I got to look into that. You're talking about the baseball game, right? I assume. Shout out and a changed world, okay, for the shirt, dude. Shout out Martin, dude. Okay. I said I'd wear it, and I'm wearing it, dude. And that's that. That's that, dude. Let's tuck the chains. All right. The ants are back. But I'm not dropping out of the race, dude. Christmas is better. Dude. Bay Area Throwbacks is here. Now we can get started. All right. Is this good? Where's this at? All right. Now here's the thing, folks. This is the most important thing I've ever said on this live stream. I got nothing. I thought by the time I finished the sentence, something profound would come to me, but it didn't. And that's just how life is, right? You can prepare yourself. You can train, put yourself in the best position to win. And sometimes life still throws a curveball, dude. You just got to deal with it. Because we ain't the giving up sorts. Are we? We're seeing this thing through, dude. And that's just it. Now, you may say, he's a little spicy right now. Yes, dude. The 49ers lost to Gimme. Now, how am I supposed to rationalize that? Huh? How am I supposed to rationalize that as a diehard fan? I'm supposed to accept 5-5 ball, dude? I had to deal with 500 baseball all year. Now I got to deal with 500 football too? The kid ain't happy. He's got a peace tea. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Hit me up if you want help expanding to the West Coast. I got connections. That's just that, dude. That's just that. Do you watch the Moneyball movie? Yes, Richard, I've definitely watched that movie. I love that movie. I think Moneyball, it's really a horror film for people that really, truly love baseball, but it's a really fun, entertaining movie. And, of course, they filmed it in and around the Coliseum, so I love that. Absolutely love that. What up, Ruben? What up, Jennifer? You just can't rationalize what happened. You can't. Look, we'll get right into it, okay? I'm fighting the ants, but I got time, okay? I'm at war with thousands upon thousands of ants right now. They're in the bathroom and the kitchen, dude. And I'm at war with a 500 football team. My favorite team. Okay? This game today, 49ers and Seahawks. I know we got some Seahawks fans that watch the channel. You're still welcome. I don't hate you. But you know that this channel is a proud supporter of the 49ers. This game was everything that's been wrong with 49ers football in the Shanahan era. It's a perfect example. If someone's like, what's wrong with football in the Shanahan era? I say, watch this game. Okay? Number one, out of our control, injuries. Right? For some reason, the 49ers are the most injured team in like the last 10 years. Every year, dude. Every year. We're just riddled with injuries. And every team deals with injuries, obviously, right? But for some reason, the 49ers, it's just consistently every year. Now, those that don't remember, there was a point where the entire training staff was let go because the 49ers were dealing with so many injuries. And we're still dealing with it. So what is it? Is it the curse of Levi's Stadium, dude? Was it built on an Indian burial ground or what? Yeah. And then, so injuries, right? That's kind of out of our control. The other thing, though, the last couple years, the defense. Now, here's the thing. We've had such a good defense off and on in the Shanahan era that we keep losing our defensive coordinators because they're too good, right? Then they get a head coaching job. So we lost Saleh, right? I just remembered the Super Bowl, and that's what I'm going to get at, and it just hurts. You know what I mean? It just hurts. In the Super Bowl, one of the reasons I feel like we lost is on defense, we kept playing very soft zones. And Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks of all time, picking apart soft zones. We hardly blitz. We rely on, the athleticism of Fred Warner and how amazing he is to cover the gaps. And that just doesn't work all the time. He's only human. He's not Superman. He plays like it sometimes, but he ain't Superman, dude. So you can't have, as amazing as Fred Warner is, you can't have him just covering the entire middle of the field, dude. You know? Yes, he makes plays a lot, but he's only human. An amazing human, but he's only human. And the fact that last Super Bowl we did the same thing and then we just did it again today. You know? It's not as bad as playing just a total prevent defense. Prevent defense means it prevents you from maintaining the lead. Prevent defense is the worst thing in football. But it's a couple 2 steps too close to prevent defense when we play these soft zones. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. No pressure. And Geno is too Geno's good at freestyling, you know? He's good at freestyling. And Mahomes is like the best at freestyling. And we did the same thing. You can't give them room to freestyle when that's what they're good at, you know? Come on, dude. But I'm just a guy. I'm just a fella. I was never a defensive coordinator. Maybe I'm wrong. And the third thing that really just irritates me is how cute Shanahan gets with his play calling. Oh! Put a little ribbon in his hair, dude. He's cute. When we need a big play, how about we don't do little roundabout Rudy Tooty flea flickers, dude? You know what I mean? And the fact that Shanahan will do cute plays 3 times in a row, it's like, bro, misdirection doesn't work if you're doing misdirection on every play. You know what I mean? You have to misdirect every once in a while. And don't make it so obvious. So like, when was it the last drive? We just kept trying to run it to kill the clock, but we weren't getting any yards. And then they did like a play action, like after they had. It's like, don't make it so obvious, man. He's like calling plays like he's playing Madden. Like he's calling plays like I did when I was 15 years old playing Madden. Where I'm like, I just ran it 3 times in a row. They'll never guess this play action's coming. Dude. He's angry. But he's not dropping out of the race. He's got a peace tee. So it's all about peace, dude. Look. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Look at this. Okay? And that's just what it is, dude. That's just what it is. All right, let me catch up on these comments, dude. We lose to Green Bay next week. We'll be 3 games behind them for the 7th seed. Oh, it hurts. Sponsored by Peace Tea. You're right, Richard. What's up, Marco? What's up, dude? Did you bleach your hair? I did. We're getting wacky. Warriors winning the finals. Oh, I love to hear it. Trust me, I'm going even more bad right now, dog. Why? What happened? 49ers have zero threat of a true downfield passing game. Yeah, seriously. I mean, thank God for Jawan Jennings, right? It's just football. Last year was lucky as we could get health-wise. It's not just football, though. It's the only thing I got. That was built inappropriately for fans in hot San Jose sun. I agree with that. The curse of playing out of San Francisco, still calling him. Yeah, it's the San Francisco Bay Area, though. Oh, he got out of that one. He wins again, dude. It's the San Francisco Bay Area. I win. This area is known for having many native burials here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I know, right? No pass rush outside of Bosa. Now Bosa will miss a few games. And even Bosa is like hot and cold. You know what I mean? Ben Johnson. What up, Nat? Is in there so much they have to rely on the 4-3 formation consistently. Dude, they'll have Fred cover half the field. And it's like, yes, he's amazing. But like, do something else, dude. Play man a little bit more. And it seems like maybe because Fred is so amazing, they're trying to just get him to cover like 3 different roles. But it's like, bro, every once in a while, just go man, you know, and blitz. Like, just something, dude. Your gift has been delivered to Gabe to put it all together. I'm mad at you guys. You guys make me angry. This looks uninspired. I mean, the team looks uninspired. I thought you meant me, dude. I was like, this isn't passionate enough for you. Shanahan also extremely predictable. First down run. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. He'll like the first 2 plays, he'll run it, and then it's like 3rd and long, and he'll do play action. It's like, oh, dude, you really kept them on their toes there, didn't you? Dude. As I would say, chicken bleep plays. I agree with that. Going bad was talking about the Raiders sucking. Well, I mean, you should expect that, though, shouldn't you? And I'm not even saying that to talk trash. I'm saying they've been terrible for over 2 decades now. Or about exactly 2 decades. They've been terrible. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what you expect, you know what I mean? The data's in. The research is in. We have some new findings about the Raiders. Yeah, did Jordan Mason even play, dude? I was sleeping off and on, dude. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I was falling asleep on the couch. So who am I to even analyze the game? I got a water just in case I yap too much, by the way. Just so you guys know what you're in store for. Because we ain't the giving up sorts. That means Dylan has 2 gifts. That makes me angry, Gabe, dude. I don't like gifts, dude. I'll do chores for you guys or something. I got to earn it. Having some health issues, so I had to sell my remaining 49ers tickets. Glad I did. Sorry to hear that, man. I'm trying to go to... I only have tickets for 3 games left. I'm trying to go to at least 2 of them. I just got the itch to go to games now. Not even just Niner games, just sports games in general. I got the itch. So I'm going to try to go to a couple Warriors games in the next month. And then I still got tickets for the Lions game. I got tickets for the Rams game. I'm still trying to go to Buffalo if they get a snow game. I haven't really been checking the snow report. But thank you, Bills, for beating the Chiefs tonight, by the way. Thank you. Clap it up for the Bills, everybody. All right? Clap it up for the Bills. Bills are looking good, dude. What's up, Diosa? Are one of the baseballs signed by Ricky Henderson the GOAT? No. These are the ones I showed these a couple weeks ago. Vita Blue, Rich Murray, and Bill Lasky signed these balls. Vita Blue, everybody. Okay? That's just what it is. Put all my 49 stuff away in the closet and pulled out all my Warriors stuff. Oh, man. You film our engagement announcement once it happens in return. Isn't that supposed to be a surprise? New Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga bobblehead? I haven't seen that yet. Oh, I love the Warriors jerseys. I'll tell you that much. Oh. Actually, well, no. I don't like the jerseys they've been wearing. I'm talking about the... What's it called? The statement, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But look, man, I don't know what to do about the 49ers. All right, we still got time to turn this around, but man, what an uphill battle. And then when you see teams like the Chiefs and Bills just sitting pretty, it's like, ah, man, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know. But it hurts. You got to understand, I have nothing but sports, okay? Sports is the only thing there for me. And I got to deal with 500 ball every darn season, it feels like. Obviously, no, that's not true. You know, like, look, I've been very fortunate as a sports fan. Very fortunate. Okay? I've seen all my teams win a championship. I've been to a parade for all my teams, except for the Sharks. But, you know, I'm not the biggest hockey fan, so it doesn't hurt me and kill me and destroy me like the other three sports do consistently. It still sucks. Obviously, I want to see the Sharks win it all. And I really believe they would when the Penguins beat them. But, you know, I've been really fortunate as a sports fan. You know, got to grow up with the lore of Willie Mays, right? Then we got to have Barry Bonds, the GOAT. Win 3 championships. I got to grow up and see the tail end of Run TMC, Charles Sprewell, Chris Webber. Fun little 90s run, right? And it didn't really do too much, never went far, but there was it was fun. And then it was just trash for a very long time. And Steph Curry shows up. We win 4 of them things, don't we? We do, don't we? We won 4 of them, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, I think we did. And Steph Curry's the pound-for-pound GOAT, right? Pound-for-pound GOAT. It's undeniable. Don't argue with me. Argue with yourself, dude. Pound-for-pound GOAT. When you take into account his size and everything like that, he's the pound-for-pound GOAT. Okay, oh, is he right? He's right. When he's right, and that's it. Argue with yourself, not me. Okay? Now, oh, and then 49ers, you know, I grew up in a dynasty. And, I saw a couple Super Bowl wins, and I just thought that was how it was going to be for the rest of my life. And no, it's not. And yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long, long time, and it sucks. But, you know, I've gone to a few championship games now. I've had a lot of fun. A lot of great, cool things have happened, so I can't complain too much, right? Now I'm wearing a Chicago White Sox hat. They won the World Series in 2005, but outside of that, it's been pretty rough run for those fans, right? So a lot of fans have it way worse than I do. So I shouldn't complain. But he will, won't he? But he will. Anyways. What up? What up? I've only seen the Cardinals and Golden Knights win it on my end. Of course, be geographically there for the Warriors Giants titles. Oh, you did. You did have to watch four of them things, didn't you? Didn't you? I'm sorry. That's messed up. Well, 7 of them. If you're talking Giants and Warriors, 7 of them things, dude. 7 of them. So I can't complain, but I will. Because I don't drop out of the race, dude. I see this through, and that's it. That's it. Jermaine Dye, 2005 World Series MVP for my high school. It's pretty cool. Juan Uribe was on that White Sox team. Uribe was on the 05 team? I don't remember that. That's where you're definitely being too much of a homer here. Is he one of the top 5? Yes, but Jordan is... Oh, I said pound for pound GOAT, dude. Steph Curry's better than Magic Johnson. I said it! I said it! But look, I'm also biased because I think Magic Johnson's one of the most overrated players of all time. I really do. I really do. I'm sorry. Now, if you're talking an all-time GOAT, I think it's Michael Jordan. But if you're talking pound for pound GOAT, I'm taking Steph Curry. That's it. Now, if you're building a team, maybe you wouldn't choose him. Because again, it's pound for pound. Just like if you're in a fight, you might choose, not the current Mike Tyson, but prime Mike Tyson or Ali over someone like Mayweather or Pacquiao because they're much smaller, right? Pound for pound, Steph's the GOAT, dude. Anyways. Speaking of, dude. Well, I was going to talk Warriors too. The Klay return game, I was going to go and I didn't. And then, of course, I missed a good one, dude. He missed a classic, folks. Now, I had incredible FOMO watching the game. Incredible FOMO, dude. Because I was going to go. And then the tickets were just a little too pricey. And I was like, I can't really do it right now. I can't stretch myself too thin, right? And it hit me. I've never seen a Steph night in person. Now, I've seen Steph play, right? Many, many times. I've seen him have good games. I've seen him do cool things. But I've never seen a night since he started doing it a few years ago. I went to the NBA Finals in 2022, but he didn't do a night, the game I went to, So, yeah, I want to see a night in person so bad. So bad. Gino did it to us tonight, though. Did it to the 49ers. That hurts. Game win coordinated with basketball in the 80s and the 70s. This game only exists in the current format. I mean, same with Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson would get dogged today. So I think you just have to... I judge everyone by their era. Because every era is different. So I judge people by their era. Which is why I still think... Bill Russell is incredible because he was incredible in his era. And Magic Johnson, I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying I don't understand the pedestal he's put on. But, I never got to watch too much of him live. So maybe I'm wrong. But he was a great playmaker. I understand that. But I don't know. I think he was just on the Showtime Lakers. I think if he played for the St. Louis Pilots or whoever, I don't think people would remember him that much. Nah, he's still incredible. I'm not saying he sucks. Yeah. But yeah, I missed the Klay return game. And here's another thing. Bring back orange to the branding. Yeah, for the Golden Gate jerseys are awesome. That Magic LA Lakers don't win those championships. Well, yeah, I'm not saying Magic sucks. I'm not saying Magic's incredible. He's a Hall of Famer. I just think Steph is better. What's up, Josie? Watched the game from home. Didn't feel like paying an arm and leg to see that live. Yeah, Klay game was crazy. Back-to-back with Fox. It was insanity. 16-49 points with D-Rose. Drew, we get it. You're a Kings fan. We know. No, but I was really sad I missed that game. And, Draymond still has his antics, but what an incredible player. What an incredible player. And I said it before, I don't I don't mind those players. I like the dirty players. I like the players that cause problems and the disruptors, as I call them. I love those types of players. I really do. I really do. I love a Dylan Brooks. I love a Bill Laimbeer. I love a Charles Oakley. I love a Dennis Rodman. I love those types of players. Right? I love a Ron Artest. Dude, I love the players that are disruptors and they fight for rebounds and they have just crazy physical defense. Those types of players, I love it. And the fact that Draymond is that and then also such a great facilitator on the offensive end, it's just a joy to watch, dude. It's a joy to watch. I understand why people don't like him, but hey, I'm biased. Kobe was better than Magic. Depends what you're talking about. And Kobe didn't really play the point. He kind of played it's kind of a hybrid in a way, but he wasn't a true point, so I wouldn't. I mean, a lot of times Steph isn't either. Steph plays like a 2 a lot. But whatever. Yeah, they gave away the captain hat for Klay. This is another reason I didn't go to the game, honestly. All of Klay's interviews leading up just gave bitter, right? They gave bitter, and it was making me sad. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to save the money and not go. And then when everyone started cheering him and stuff, he smiled, and it felt better. And that happened, and then he went off. Like, he had a great game. He had like 22 points, and then Steph went off and got the night, dagger. And I was just like, yeah, I should have gone. Should have gone. But I didn't. And that's a cross I'll have to bear, folks. Also, inside the NBA, they signed a deal with, ESPN, right? ESPN or ABC, something. But inside the NBA, it's sticking around, even though TNT is losing the NBA. So that's great news. Obviously inside the NBA. Inside the NBA is such a big part of the NBA culture, and so I'm really happy to see that. So it's really my favorite video game for Half-Life 2 turned 20. Man, Half-Life 2, man. Half-Life 2 is a great game. I used to play a lot of the mods a lot. I played Day of Defeat. I played Team Fortress Classic 2. I played a little bit of Counter-Strike, but I preferred Day of Defeat, the World War II version, basically. Half-Life 2. They seems really jaded to everything as of late. Yeah, exactly. It gave me bad vibes, but then, it was cool. Once he got to the game and all that, it was cool. So, yeah. Licensing deal. Show will be produced by TNT's parent company. Yeah, super happy to hear that. Inside the NBA. So glad it's sticking around. Now, the Warriors jerseys they've worn the past couple games, the statement jerseys, awful. Awful. They suck, dude. Okay? Now, the city jerseys, the Golden Gate Bridge inspired ones, I love. I posted this in the Discord. We argued. We called each other names. But I love them. And I know we talked about it on a live stream a few weeks ago. All the city jerseys. Seeing them actually on players and stuff now, I like way more of them than I thought I did. I still don't like the Celtics one. The Heat culture one is god-awful. But there's a couple that I thought were terrible that seeing on the players actually look kind of cool. Like, I think the NOLA one looks kind of cool. The Atlanta Hawks one is sick with the stripe across. I really like them. So, yeah. Shot Simple, what up? Yeah, I should have gone. I regret it. TF2 and Half-Life was the mood. Gary's mod, too. Yeah, Gary's mod was crazy. It's awesome, but I love Counter-Strike Source. Yeah, I was more of a Day of Defeat guy. And I played Team Fortress Classic, not Team Fortress 2. I didn't really like the cartoony Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress Classic was a little less cartoony, so I preferred it. You remind me, awful jersey, but beautiful court. I don't know which jersey you're talking about, but the city court is so sick, dude. It's got like a fade of the Golden Gate Bridge on it, and the wood almost looks like fog. It's so sick. And it's not like glaring. It's not like the bright blue and red courts of the NBA Cup. It's like, it's sick. It's so dope. Kind of a no-brainer. Their pre and post show is one of the largest rats. You mean rated or something? Yeah, Half-Life 3, man. 20 years overdue, huh? City Edition is even more mid, though. Royale with cheese. I love your guys' City Edition. I mean, it's, you know, throwback to a lot of those, the Rochester Royals and whatnot. So I think I like them. I like them. What else? What else is going on? Yeah, I'm super excited about all those jerseys. Hold on, let me find. I'll show you guys just in case. Dang, I can't find it. And yeah, that ain't coming up. It doesn't exist, I guess. I guess it doesn't exist. I guess it's not a real thing that ever happened. Huh. Yeah, that's how angry I get real quick, by the way. I don't know. Whatever, dude. But here's the let me show you guys. This is the jersey that I'm talking about. Now in this photo, it looks super mid to me. But then when you see it on player, like, and I think on the court, it'll be even better. I'm really excited about him. It's got the Golden Gate Bridge on the side, the Art Deco style. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks terrible in this picture. Please don't judge it by the picture. Please, I'm begging you. Mandela effect in real time. I think you're right. Just not on Google yet, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't exist. Oh, here it is. I found it. Mandela was in prison. He didn't die. Here it is. All right, here we go. All right. It's so dope, dude. It's so dope. See how it's got like the lines to kind of look like fog? Oh, and I love that font. They use that for a lot of Golden Gate Bridge stuff. I just think this is beautiful. It might be a little weird for the players to not have the paint. But God, it's just beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. I really love the simplicity of the red lines. Yeah, I just love it. Oh, I love it. Now, speaking of, I think it's time for the Warriors to redo their regular jerseys. And I know this is probably a controversial thing for a Warriors fan to say, but I've never really liked them. Their current regular jerseys. Never really liked them. I hate that it's not a rounded collar. I hate that it has the collar with the little notch. I think that's ugly as sin. And I think the jerseys, I think a goal of a good jersey in this day and age, it's got to be a little bit fashionable. It's got to be trendy. Not trendy. It's got to be classic so it can be trendy. It's like only Warriors fans are really wearing Warriors jerseys. You know what I mean? Like you don't see like someone wearing it just because like it's a cool thing to wear. It's a fashion piece. No, I think that's not a smart way to do business. So yeah, I would redo the jerseys. I'd make them a little more classic. Closer to like the 70s jerseys, I would say, with the Warriors word mark across. You got to make it real. You got to make it simple and just classic fashionable. Oh, is that controversial? Might be. Oh, statement jersey's ugly, but the court is beautiful. It seems the Warriors rarely wear their main blue jerseys anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't like the mains, so I love this King City editions. I just don't think they make sense as a city edition since they don't represent Sacramento. No, you're absolutely right about that. I agree with that. They should have been the classic. Yeah, no, I love the jerseys, but you're right. It doesn't fit the theme at all. What's up, George? Who will the Giants sign? Damn, I still can't believe you hit 102 games, dude. That's wild. Even more when you count like you were at the Reggie Classic. Who will the Giants sign? Honestly, I don't expect the Giants to make any big splashes with signings. I just think they're gonna flip a lot of people. I think it might be time's up for a lot of the people we've been seeing for a while. Lamont Wade, Yaz, those types of players. But I don't know. It's hard to tell if they're actually going after Soto or if people are just saying that. I kind of don't want to sign Soto. I don't think he's going to be worth the money. But I don't know. I hope we just focus on, I don't even know. Focus on pitching, I guess. And we had such solid pitching if it wasn't for the injuries. But yeah, I definitely hope we keep Snell. Here, the MC inside the NBA. What's up, Nathan? Yeah, we just talked about that a moment ago. I'm really happy Inside the NBA is gonna stick around. Court looks awesome. Not sold in a city jersey yet, but the court is dope. George, if you haven't seen them on player yet, I promise you they look a lot better. I think a lot of these city jerseys, when people were making fun of them from the photos that first came out, I think once they see them on the court, I bet that a lot of people's opinions will change because they look a lot better as more photos come out. We're also doing a classic edition in the mid 2000s. I love the mid 2000s ones that the Kings got are dope too. Shot simple, absolutely. Hard disagree. I don't know which part you disagreed with me on. I'm out of date. I still want a town jersey. Yeah, I do too, actually. I never got one either. I have to disagree, Dylan. People wear Warriors jerseys everywhere. When I was in South Dakota. Well, that's because that's not what I'm saying. So, like, there's Warriors fans everywhere because of Steph Curry mostly. And, like, we won a lot of championships. I'm saying people don't wear them as a fashion statement. Like, people that don't watch baseball will wear a Yankees jersey for a fashion statement or a Kobe jersey as a fashion statement. That's what I mean. So if I was running a team, I would want my jersey to be a fashion statement. Now, obviously, like a Steph Curry main kit is still iconic because of everything he did. But if it wasn't for that, nobody would be wearing that jersey as a fashion statement. Only like Warriors fans, basically, or people that like appreciate Steph and stuff. Yeah. Like, unfortunately, Dodgers jerseys are fashionable. And you hate to see it. More of the consequence of KD signing than the jerseys themselves. Oh, yeah, KD too, obviously. Bring back early 2000s golden orange alternates. I don't know, Jay. I don't really like those jerseys. I never did. I have a photo of me I've posted many times of my first Spreewell jersey when we first changed colors, and I just never liked them. I never liked the blue and orange that much. Although the Oakland throwbacks, the Oakland, like, We Believe style throwbacks they did, like, 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, whatever. I really like those, but I don't know. It's not my thing. And the like Philadelphia throwbacks that we've been wearing, we did the blue ones last year, the white ones now. I hated the color scheme at first with the blue, red, and yellow, but I've started to like it more. I haven't watched Cobra Kai yet, but I'll probably start it soon. I've never watched any of it, so now that it's ending, I got to watch all of it. They not getting Soto? Yeah, I don't think we're going to get Soto, but they might try. Need a shortstop. Yeah, that's true. We do have a hole at shortstop if Luciano doesn't pan out, which it looks like he's not. Didn't like last year's City Editions until I saw them in person. The rarest Warriors jersey, the blue and orange. I mean, they flirt with it every once in a while, right? But yeah, man, I think a lot of these city jerseys are better than they looked in the like when honestly when they came out, I was like I wasn't really with most people's opinions where most people thought like all of them were trash. I thought like 40% of them were trash, but now it's down to like 15-20% I think are trash. And so I'll wait till I see them in person. There's some I know, like the Heat Culture one, that one's trash. Like there's no way for them to win me over with that. Even the Lake Show ones look better than I thought on person. I thought they were trash, but they look better on person. I still don't like them, but they look better. Oh, I showed this in the Discord, but I just wanted to share it on here. I got a bunch of things to share today, by the way. But this was super, super cool. Just a cool little history picture I found. And if you join the Discord, we yap about a lot of random stuff, and I also like to just share historical pictures I find and stuff because, you know, I'm always researching things and looking around. This is a teenaged Hank Aaron. He's at the train station in Mobile, Alabama, and he's headed up to Indiana to play for the Indianapolis Clowns of the Negro Leagues. So this is like the start of his professional career here. He's about to leave home. He's about to leave his family for the first time and take a train to start his, absolutely legendary, amazing career. You know, one of the best careers we've ever seen in baseball when you account for everything. I mean, longevity, talent, skill, impact. Hank Aaron had it all. And so what a cool photo of him at the train station about to leave to go start that career. That even someone like me who's too young to have noticed it or to watch it live, you know, like actually see it happen. Still this many years later, being able to appreciate what Hammer and Hank Aaron did for the game and did for society, quite honestly. So I just think this picture is just incredibly cool. Those unis that was nice. It was the all white San Fran with the gold numbers. Oh yeah, that one was cool. Yankees hats are the biggest sports wear incorporated into fashion. Yeah, for sure. I could hate on modern jerseys all day. Peaked in the 2000s with Houston Rockets pinstripes. Yeah, no, I love the old T-Wolves jerseys. I'm not against change though. I'm not against new stuff. Only way I can see Giants signing Soto's deep money contract. Dude, Soto is not going to be worth what he's going to get paid wherever he goes. That's the problem. I agree about the blue jerseys. Have one, never wear it because it's not fashionable. Like the 03-10 jerseys. Bro, we had the one, they brought back like the 70s style, or it was like 80s, I guess, mid-80s style jerseys a few years ago. Probably like 5-6 years ago now. Those are fire. They were white with the old Warriors word mark, kind of like the Wild West word mark. That's one of my favorites. So if we brought something like that back, or even just a simple jersey with like a throwback kind of Warrior script, sort of like it used to say Philadelphia in a script, something like that would be more iconic and like fashionable, I think. Yellow City jerseys with the train car were goated. I miss my Baron Davis. Yeah, the old Yellow City is definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, this is just such a cool, iconic photo in my opinion. Shout out Hank Aaron, man. Like, can you imagine that back in the day? There's no cell phones. There's no internet. Just one bag, and you just get on a train to go play baseball a couple states over, you know? Thought that was cool. Just wanted to share it. Join the Discord if you want to see more random stuff that I share. Those NBA jerseys look like great value football shirts now, plain and bland with goofy sizing. A lot of them are bad, but, better hope Fanatics doesn't take over more. Dude, Fanatics is just the worst. The worst company, man. Making them all necktied around the collar, too. The thing is, the one thing that irritates me the most about modern jerseys is when they don't have normal collars. That's the thing that irritates me. That's what I don't like about the Warriors jerseys. I don't like the little notched collar. I don't get it. I don't like it. I hated the sleeved jerseys too. Some of those were so bad. Oh, shoot. It's not an emergency broadcast. It's not an emergency broadcast. That was an accident. Now the chat's gone. Okay. No emergency. Sorry. That was just a testing of our emergency alert system. All right? All right. I'm going to show you the worst. The worst was the first sleeved one. Was it the yellow ones? Yeah, this might be the worst jersey. This is one of the worst jerseys to ever exist. This is just horrific. It's so uninspired. Pinstripes on the shorts, but not on the top. Ugly notched collar for no reason. It's not even really notched. They just took the word mark and the logo and just kind of slopped it together. Just awful. The fact that the shorts have like piping at the bottom, but the top doesn't on the sleeves, doesn't match. These are just horrific. Look, my hair is the same color of that now. Yes, I dyed my hair. Why not? I bleached it. Because I was bored, dude. That's why. I hate the wishbone collars. I think it's awful. It's so ugly to me. And I feel like no jersey will ever be fashionable with that. Cyrus, happy birthday, dude. The big 1-5, dude. That's a good year, dude. That's a good year. Live it up, dude. Enjoy it. The slate ones were not nearly as bad as these. I agree with you. And obviously we had some good moments in those, so it wasn't as bad. But these are horrific, dude. These are horrific. My team lost its city affiliation. Wow, way to be a downer, Gabe. Huh? Way to be a downer. Way to be a downer. Speaking of Gabe, here, this is something you shared and I wanted to talk about it. Boredom equals new tattoos and hair dye. That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Honestly, I had bleach left and I didn't want it not to go to waste, but I was just like, this is just sitting here. Let me just do it. And I'm growing my hair back out, folks. I'm growing it back out, so I figured it'd be cool to bleach it now. And then when it grows out, it'll be kind of like all over the place and just weird colors. And we have fun here, dude. That's what we do. Cyrus turns 15, dude. Fnatic sucks. And Hank Aaron started his legendary career. We do all of the above. We have Peace Tea. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. And Gabe is a downer. That's what we do here, dude. At least I don't have them looking like human advertising board. I mean, they're getting there, though. Remember the Mavs silky chrome looking? Oh, man, the Mavs chrome was awful. Yeah, one of these lives, I should just make a list of all the worst jerseys and just why can't I find a good picture of it? They're trying to erase it from the internet, dude. I see some pictures, but they don't. Wow, there's like straight up no good pictures. All right, this is the only good picture I can find. So bad, dude. God, those are ugly. Those are so ugly. You know, I never liked these Mavericks numbers either. I always thought these numbers, I don't know, like sometimes sports teams that have these numbers, they just look too soft, you know? They should be tough, right? Your numbers should be tough. Whatever. Those are awful. These are terrible. Yeah, one of these days we got to rank all the jerseys. We got to do it. Now, some other cool sports venue news that we're going to talk about soon. But the trash bag ones. Bengals kicker missed 2 kicks in a row. What's up with the kickers lately? Is this the worst week for NFL kickers of all time? It's got to be. Dude, you like those? That's crazy. Kit manager messed up and packed the shorts for one jersey and another. Yeah, they don't even match. I can't keep it because I may or may not already have it. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen those Mavs Chrome ones. Yeah, they were bad. Anyway, so Gabe posted this in the Discord, and I wanted to show it just because it was an interesting story. Let me fit it on the screen. You may have heard, but there's this Paul Skeens rookie debut patch autograph card. I don't think anyone's got it yet. I think right? Am I wrong, or did someone find it? But nobody's found it yet. And the Pirates have offered all this stuff for the card. 2 Pirates season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years. Meet and greet with Paul. 2 Paul Skeens autographed jerseys. A softball game for 30 people at PNC Park with coaching from Pirates alumni. And a private tour of Pirate City and Lakecom Park. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's their minor league park or something. I don't know what that is. And more unique experiences. Gabe said he'd take it. Gabe said he would take this trade. Now here's the thing though. All the things you receive are awesome if you're a Pirates fan, especially. But first of all, there's no guarantee a Pirates fan will get this. Now, if you're talking, let's keep it simple. If it was me that got the card, I'm not taking this trade. As cool as that stuff is, I'm not even a Pirates fan. I do like the Pirates, actually. I have a lot of Pirates hats because it's one of my favorite branding. Obviously, huge Roberto Clemente fan. Loved Barry Bonds on the Pirates even before he was on the Giants. I've always liked the Pirates. PNC Park is in my top 3 parks I want to go to. So yeah, all those things would be awesome. But if this card is so hyped and it goes for a couple $1 million at auction, I'll take that. You know what I mean? And then I could buy season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years myself and still have money left over. You know what I mean? But it's just interesting. Could that card be worth that much money? I know that I don't get it. You know, next to the A's, the Pirates have one of the worst owners. Yeah, pretty bad. Dude, I want to go to Pittsburgh so bad, dude. I've planned the trip so many times and not been able to do it. But yes, Paul, I will. I'm definitely down. But yeah, man, this card is so hyped. I even saw a news report about it. I don't know what it is about this card specifically that's so amazing. I mean, I guess because, he had such a great, amazing year. His debut, I get it, but I feel like there's been other people whose debut jerseys, the whole jersey, not just the patch, go for less than what this card is hyped up to go for, You can sell it, buy everything they offered, and still have money. That's what I'm saying. You should offer a trade, the signed path for a date with Paul Skeen's girlfriend. You have free room and board. All you need to do is fly out here. Dude. Yeah, dude. You're the man, Paul. Only way I'd take that trade if I was able to sell my seats and make the money from them. Imagine it would be a few grand for them seats. I mean, it's also Pirates, though, a lot of seasons, many seasons. So a lot of the next 30, they'll be god awful. You can get behind home plate seats for pretty cheap. Yeah, Fred Warner is doing a meet and greet tomorrow. Yeah, someone just said it. Was that you? Are you in the Discord? I think someone in the Discord said it, that there's a meet and greet going on. There's also a Steph Curry meet and greet and a Brandon Crawford meet and greet. I haven't gone to a meet and greet in years. I kind of want to start doing it. Do cards actually go for millions, especially modern day players? Maybe 100 grand. Yeah, they're back, dude. Cards are back, dude. If you watch like the Golden Auction show on Netflix, there's some hyped cards that go for $1 million. It's insane. I mean, a lot of the they'll go for a couple 100,000, but like, dude, even for me, couple 100,000, I would take over this trade. Now, if the card was worth 20 grand, maybe I'd consider this trade. But like, bro, if I could get life-changing money, and I could buy a house in Pittsburgh and just go to whatever games I wanted if I wanted to go that bad. Like, yeah. The card game is so weird. The card game is a total scam now. It's back, but it's a scam. It's all a scam. But yeah, isn't that crazy? I was hoping Gabe would chime in, but he's not saying anything. Because he's the one who posted this. But Gabe, I used to think he was a man of the people, but I just don't know anymore. Just don't know anymore. Does it hurt me to say that? Sure does. Sure does. But yeah, man, how cool is this? Like, that cards are back. It's a scam, but it's cool. I hope I get this card. I'm not going to buy a pack. I don't even know what pack it's in. Average house in Pittsburgh is only 300,000. You could easily buy a house. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Dude, every house here is $1 million. It's a modern day golden era for card collecting. Yep. Anticipated pulls and tops, even a Pikachu card. It's crazy. In my neighborhood, which is just above Annapolis, which is state capital of Maryland, the houses average between 300 to 500,000. That's wild. Gabe now has a new thing to hunt for, this card. Gabe's always on the hunt, dude. Gabe sniffs it out. I'll tell you that much. Gabe sniffs it out. Anyways, I try to get Gabe involved, but he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. Now, I got some exciting sports venue news. Because you guys know I like sports venues, right? You've heard that before. I've talked about it before. Time or two. Okay. Chargers and kicking range. Do I have my... Oh, I have my thing. I'm not going to set it up now. Gabe finds that hopefully will spread the wealth. Good friends always help each other. Gabe will not. Gabe will not. All right, huge news, folks. Not about me. We all know the Oakland A's, formerly the Oakland A's, they are going to be playing in a minor league stadium, right? Sutter Health Park, formerly Rayleigh Field, of the Sacramento River Cats. For what, a few years at least, we think. But they're not the only team that's going to be playing this upcoming season in a minor league stadium. If you guys didn't see, the Tampa Bay Rays home stadium, Tropicana Field, was hit badly by the hurricane. Let me show you guys just in case. This is actually once they removed everything. But the entire roof is gone. It had a cloth roof, and the hurricane ripped it off, and it was just a whole bunch of tattered, pieces of cloth. They finally removed all the cloth, and they announced that it won't be ready for the 2025 season. So the Tampa Bay Rays will be playing at George Steinbrenner Field, which is the home of the what's the team called? It's the Yankees affiliate. Are they the Florida Yankees? Who the heck are they? I forgot the name of the team. It's the Yankees affiliate. So there's going to be 2 baseball teams playing in minor league stadiums. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, dude? Now I'm a little worried. Because Tropicana Field, I had not yet gone to. I had not yet checked it off. And it was one of the places I was most excited to go. Because this is one of the worst ballparks, apparently. Everyone says it's the worst. But it's also the most unique that we have left. It's from an era that is pretty much all gone. And I want to see it so bad. I'm very bummed that I didn't go see it. I'm very sad. Because now, if they do eventually reopen it, I feel like it might be a little different. Who knows how they're going to redo the roof. I don't know if they're just going to recloth it or what, but I'm a little scared that they're not going to play here again, and I'm not going to be able to check this stadium off. That's worrying me. Okay? Because I want to go here so bad. But we'll see. You know, I don't know if it's supposed to be closed for the entire season or what, but every season I've been looking at Rays games to try to go. I had a few years ago, and I say this a lot, I always have trips planned, and then depending on money, I have to decide if I can go or not. So I've done this a lot. But I had a trip planned where I was going to go to Tampa. I was going to go to a Buccaneers game. I was going to go to a Rays game. It was right, you know, when the seasons barely overlap. And then I was going to drive to Miami, see some sights along the way across Florida, and go to Miami and go to a Marlins game. So I was going to check off 3 venues in 1 week. And I wasn't able to. I just didn't have the money. And I've never been able to make that trip happen. So I'm a little sad, dude. I'm a little sad. I want to check it off. I really hope they reopen it and they don't just decide to relocate or something, because that's definitely on the table. The Rays have been trying to get a new ballpark for a very long time, and they've even kind of hinted at possibly relocating. They even talked to Montreal about playing half the season in Montreal and half in Tampa. Weird stuff going on there. So, yeah, I'm just hoping. I'm trying to get my brother a Warriors jersey for Christmas. I don't know how they work size-wise. The sizing's pretty simple. Sizing's pretty simple. It's kind of like just a t-shirt. You can just Google if it has the numbers. Do even the modern jerseys even have the numbers? For some reason I can't think, but the old jerseys used to have a number, so like 52, 54, whatever. You could just Google what that correlates to when it comes to like medium, large, extra large, or whatever. But the jerseys, I would always say probably size up so that you can wear something underneath it or a hoodie or something, because the basketball jerseys are kind of like soccer jerseys. If you get an ill-fitting one, it won't make you look good. It'll show everything. That's why I don't wear a lot of them. The worst thing is that St. Petersburg changed the insurance policy a year ago. I didn't hear about that. It won't be able to cover the cost. That's crazy. So lost because why they spend all the money we lost in the stadium that's going to be bulldozed. That's what I'm saying. Are they even going to spend the money? You know. So yeah, I don't know, man. Last heard the deal had worked out is stuck in a standstill and deadlock. Seems like they're heading towards sale or relocation. Yeah, it's scary, man. It's scary if they're going to move and then I don't get to see this place. 3 things are happening. Rays could build a new stadium in Tampa. And I think the Rays were making steps to building a new stadium. I think they were getting close to that. So are they going to just wait? If they got that, right, a new stadium, would they just wait and just play elsewhere instead of spending millions of dollars to repair this stadium? I don't know. But either way, I got to check this place out. Move to Orlando. Does Orlando... When you say move to Orlando, you mean like totally relocate, right? Not just play there like temporarily. Or Nashville. That'd be interesting. Get a piece of roof fabric laying around and sell it. I saw people doing that. People were selling that on eBay. Oh, yeah. They should never, ever build a stadium in St. Petersburg. It takes an hour and a half to go across the bridge during rush hour, and the major population center is in Tampa. Yeah, I mean, that's always the big criticism of this stadium, is that it's too far out. If you're going to go to Tampa or St. Petersburg, you have to go to the original Hooters. I got to check that out. Still number sizing. Even the replicas have number sizing. Where in the past replicas had letter sizing. Yeah, just Google what size what the numbers are and what it correlates to what size you need. Chargers 1. Good job, Bungles. $20 Klay Thompson Warriors Nike Swingman jersey at Lids. I probably should have sized up. Yeah, you got to size up on the basketball jerseys, man. Otherwise, they don't do you any favors. I was looking, it was just so confused on size. Here's a large size, should do it XL. Yeah, I would size up personally, you know, because they could be pretty tight, and they're not they're very meshy and stretchy, so they don't do you any favors, you know. Good job, Bungles. And this is not the only news we got, folks. Venue news. Dun 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 dun. Right? We need a theme song, dude. All right, let me show you guys this. Hold on. Now, hold on. Let me find this. I want to show you guys something. All right, there's more venue news. And this one, for whatever reason, is near and dear to my heart. Okay? It's near and dear to my little heart. And I'm a sweetheart, so my heart is... I don't know, dude. I don't know why anyone watches this. I'll be honest. I just yap. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here. I'll show this after. You guys seen the Kings' new mascot? It's great. I love it. I love it. Dang it. I can't find the thing I shared. Okay. Here, I found it. Okay. There's that. And this. And of course now it won't load. Of course now it won't load. Here is... Wait. I just found a bunch of things I want to share with you guys. Here, Drew sent this to the Discord. Nothing's loading. Did my internet die? I think it did. Nothing's loading, so I can't show you. First of all, join the Discord, dude. We have fun. Be stupid because I missed a 10-day game in Tampa by a couple days. Gabe, let's go, dude. Size up. Nike messed up the basketball jersey size. You have to go a size up. Oh, man. Yeah, size up for sure. Fox's response to their mascot? Yeah, it did. He said, like, what the hell is that? Or something like that. All right, this is taking forever. Sorry. This is not loading. I got a whole thing. I got a presentation, folks. We have fun with Kit Kats. You call it fun. I call it a disgrace. Looks like you have blonde hair now. Can you show us? I guess so, Joshua. I guess so. I did show it earlier, but we'll show it again, dude. The kid's getting crazy. The kid's going crazy. Now I'm growing it out again. It was grown out, and I shaved it all off. You know why I shaved it all off? One of the reasons? 2 reasons. So one of the reasons was I had it short on the sides because it was an overgrown mullet. When I went to Texas, I got a mullet. So I wanted the sides to be longer too, because then it was just like an overgrown mullet, almost like a mohawk. So I wanted the sides to grow, so I shaved it. But also, my hair was heavily damaged from bleaching it like 4 times because I changed the color like 4 times last year. If you guys remember, I had pink, I had purple, I had freaking teal, dude. I did red and gold for the 49ers game. The kid was going wild. So I shaved it off, started again, bleached it once. I'm not going to bleach it again, just so that now when it grows out, it'll have a little sheen to it. Wait, so you go up to a 2X? I know your style here is better, but he's a bum. Hey, we don't call people names, Natalie. You should know better than that. Okay? But no, just like size up one, like what he would normally wear. And then he could wear a hoodie under it or something, you know? Billy, we already went through this, dude. We can't do the Eminem jokes. Gabe, what did I tell you? 9 out of 10 people would make the Eminem joke. But that's low-hanging fruit. You got to be the 1 out of 10 that will come up with something more clever, okay? Dylan won't get mad at Billy, but gets mad at me. Dude, I'm mad at everyone, dude! Mac Miller. See, there we go. I've never, like, bleached my hair like this and kept it. I bleached it, but then I dyed it, like, the same night I bleached it. I've never actually just had it bleached. How's it look, dude? How we looking? And I got one of my favorite old throwback White Sox hats. I love this hat. Look at that, 1917, Comiskey Park. Okay? And that's what we do around here, dude. We have fun. Shout out and a changed world, dude. Okay? That's what we do. We have fun. We talk sports venues. That's what we do. Now this is still loading. It still won't load properly, right? So we're sitting here and we're waiting. And it won't load. Oh god, this is so annoying. Okay, so real quick we'll go back to the jerseys. Here's the full Golden State the City Calls jersey with all the Golden Gate Bridge stuff, which is really cool. They posted this on like Instagram if you want to see it closer, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, Steph in the jersey. I think they're gonna be fire on court. I think they're gonna look really cool. I love the font. Like I said, they use it for a lot of Golden Gate Bridge stuff. I think it's cool. And then one of the other city ones I love, this San Antonio jersey. I'm over the moon for. I'm over the moon for it. I love the font. I love the colors. I love the little Fiesta thing on the side. I love the Tower of the Americas. I love everything about this one. Okay, just want to show. These are just things that I saw in the Discord that I shared. And then here's the Kings mascot. Okay, now I love it. I think it's great. Like they said earlier, though, the Kings, their jerseys don't really match the themes of like city and statement and all that. But I love this bringing this guy back. I love it. It's so stupid and ugly. And that's what I love about mascots, dude. I love the stupid mascots the best. I love the crazy crab, dude. Okay? I love it. I love it. All right, so did this load yet? Jeez, dude. MGK? Look, you guys are mean to me, dude. You guys are mean to me. What's up with the shirt? This is my buddy's brand. So I told him I'd wear it on the stream. He hasn't said anything yet, so he's probably not even watching because he doesn't support me or love me in any way, but that's fine. Looks like he got struck by lightning and got magical powers. Dude, I'm freaking... Dude? You know what I mean? Player, should I get him? He's just getting into basketball. I mean, obviously, Steph Curry's the easiest one to find. Right? Draymond, if he's just getting into basketball, I would avoid because people might start stuff with him and start trying to argue stuff with him. Just get a Steph Curry. He's the baby goat, right? Pound for pound goat. And it's the safe bet. Obviously, it's the basic choice, but he's just getting into basketball. It's all good. Get him the Steph and just play it safe. If you're not going to get Steph, you got to get a Kevon Looney. Got Got to get a Kevon Looney. Plus, you know, Steph is a safe bet because like there's a lot of great players that are worthy of getting jerseys on the Warriors, but there's no guarantee that they're even going to be on the Warriors. Especially the young guys. Like you could get like, I hate to even say it, but if you got like a Kuminga jersey, he might get traded because he's you know, still a young valuable piece. Yeah, so just get the Steph. Play it safe. Get the Steph. Ellen DeGeneres. That's better, dude. Thank you, Billy. That's good. Gabe, take notes. Take notes, dude. I'm Ellen DeGeneres, dude. I do a talk show in the daytime, and I pretend to be super sweet to everyone, but I'm actually really, really mean to my staff, dude. And I had a sitcom in the 90s, and I came out on the show, and it was really controversial, but it was also a great moment for inclusiveness and civil rights and whatnot, right? And then I had a talk show later, and I danced a lot on the talk show. But then it turns out I'm actually mean to my staff. And I do stand-up comedy, dude, and I'm Ellen DeGeneres, and get used to it. What year do you have the Ballers win the championship? This year, dude. I mean, next year. I guess there's not enough time this year. Next year. Warriors should bring out the old mascot, Thunder. I miss Thunder. How do you feel about Blooper? Blooper's cool. I dig Blooper. If you were to get that jersey, what player would you get on it? The Golden Gate one? I don't know. I kind of want to see them play and see who has a great game and then get the jersey of whoever has a good game, you know? I never had a Draymond jersey, though, so I kind of want to get a Draymond. If you're going to get him an authentic, Curry's the only option. Replicas, you have a lot more player options. Yeah, like Curry, you can find in every option, but then the other players are harder to find. It was easier before with like Klay also you could find, but now it's hard. See, if you get him a Buddy Hield, I love Buddy Hield, but there's no guarantee he's going to be on the Warriors for a long time. Vanilla Ice? Well, Vanilla Ice, well, I guess he did. Did he bleach his hair or was he just blonde? Pete Davidson bleached his hair, right? Why can't a blonde dial 911? She can't find the 11. With Klay and JP gone, only jersey worth getting is Steph. Yeah, probably true. Going to have a fan fest next year. I don't want to give it away, but there's some big plans, Xavier, that I've heard about through the grapevine. There's some big plans. Not you saying not get him a Draymond jersey and you want a Draymond jersey. No, because I'm saying he's just getting into basketball, and Draymond could potentially be a hard person to defend. But me, I'm a veteran, and I love it. I love arguing sports. So, yes, I want a Draymond. Now, if he's ready for that, if he wants the smoke, then get the Draymond. But again, it's not likely anything would ever be said, but let's say he wanted to wear the jersey to go to a game up in Sacramento. He might get a lot of grief, right? Now, if he wants the grief, like I want the grief, then get him the Draymond. Get him the Draymond then. Heck, I'll go with him. Now, don't let the don't let the bleached hair fool you, dude. The kid loves the smoke. Oh, did this load yet? I've still been waiting for this. Just yapping, right? He just yaps, and nobody stops him, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. Nope, still hasn't loaded. All right, if not, I'll have to grab it from elsewhere. All right, the other sports venue news. Let's see if I can find this. Let's see if I can find this. It's somewhere. It's somewhere here. I'm looking for a couple pictures to show you guys. And I'm going to paint a picture. I'm going to paint a picture, dude. With my words. Nope, it's not in there. Where is it then? Here it is. All right, I found it. Okay. No, don't worry your little head. Don't worry your little head. Okay, I'm going to paint a picture now. Let's get the paintbrushes out. Everyone put your little aprons on. Because we're painting now. We're painting. Okay? Now you guys know I love you, right? You know I love you. So I'm going to tell you a little tale. Now, I've told this tale before, so everyone's heard it, so I'm not kicking down any doors here. He's watching with me. He loves your hair. Dude, let's get Draymond jerseys and go to Sacramento and argue with people, dude. Let's do it, dude, just because you like my hair. Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Vanessa don't like me, Sons and Vibe just spite me. Then went and dyed his hair just like me. Dude, me on the other hand, oh yeah, he did dye his hair. Me on the other hand, dude, I appreciate Eminem, dude. I'm not the biggest fan in the world. I don't really listen to Eminem very much, but I appreciate. Feel about Boogie Cousins Warriors jersey. I mean, that'd be a fun one. He didn't do too much with us. We just lost the finals. Damn it. Anyways, all right, let's paint a picture. I went to pull up for what? FanFest? I went to, what am I trying to say here? Okay, yeah. You guys may remember, right? I went to San Antonio. Speaking of, I just showed the jersey. Went to San Antonio for the back home at the Dome game. Warriors and Spurs in the Alamo Dome. One time only. For the first time in 20 years. It was spectacular. It was the funnest game maybe ever. Not the funnest game ever, but it was up there. It was incredibly fun. It was one of the best times I've had. It was just awesome. And of course I did the video, and of course the microphone was plugged into the wrong jack, so the audio sucks, but I tried to save it and I tried to do my best. And because I lost so much of the audio because the microphone was plugged in incorrectly, which was my fault, I started to do some narrations, and now you guys may notice I do more narrations now. So when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, dude. And I learned to do better narrations because of that mistake. Oh! Dude, he finds the lessons. He sifts through the rubble, dude, and he finds the lessons. So anyways, I went to San Antonio. My cousin went with me. We stayed across the street from the Alamo, the real Alamo. And I had some time, so I took a couple weeks to stay in Texas. Without plans. The only plans we had was the Alamo Dome game, which was a day after we got there or 2 days after we got there. And then after that, I had a couple weeks to just do stuff, right? What do I want to do? My cousin didn't get to stay the whole time. He had to go home. But I had a couple weeks. So I decided I'm going to drive around Texas and do stuff. And one of the things that was on my list, the biggest thing that I wanted to see was this place right here. Who can tell me what this is? Huh? Who can tell me what that is up there? You guys know. Starting a fight with a fan speedrun challenge. Dude, I'm not trying to fight. I'm trying to argue, dude. I'm not a fighter, dude. I'm a lover. I'm a sweet, sweet lover, dude. Yes, I'll get a Draymond jersey. Are you going to beat me up or something? What does that mean, dude? I don't fight, dude. I don't fight. I'm a lover. A sweet, sweet lover. It sounds like it's raining outside. I hope it is. I love the rain. Because I'm a sweet lover. I want to stay home and bundle up and watch rom-coms, dude. Not really. I want to watch some action, some crime dramas, but we love the rom-coms too if we need to, right? I'm trying to cuddle up, dude. If you're trying to cuddle up, hit me up. Because it's raining outside. I think I hear it. I can't confirm, but it sounds like it because I have the sliding glass door open and it sounds like it might be raining. And that's what we do here. We fight ants and we cuddle up, dude. Because I'm a lover. But I will get a Draymond Green jersey and I will argue, dude. Now, if I have to fight, I'll fight. I don't want to, though. I'm a pacifist. I'm a sweet lover. Okay? But I also know how to fight. Not because I want to, but because my dad used to make me box him when I was a kid. And he would fight me until I was crying. And then he would wrestle me until I was crying. And then it wasn't until I was about 18 years old that we wrestled and I actually beat him. And then I was always the smallest kid, so I always had to fight a lot. So I fought a lot. And my motor skills were really good because I used to train it and do stuff. And then so I learned how to fight because my dad would make me box him until I was crying. And then I had a lot of fist fights as a kid growing up. And some of it was noble because my friend Connor from elementary school was getting picked on by a bully 2 grades above us. We were in 2nd grade. He was in 4th grade. So I went up to the bully and I beat him up on the grass. I didn't want to do it, but I was defending my friend. It was noble, dude. And then this other kid named Bleep, I'm not going to say his name. His older brother was in a gang from my city, a very well-known game called Bleep. And then this kid, Bleep, joined that gang later on when we were a little bit older. He stole... he stole a cassette tape of Belle Biv DeVoe, a single cassette for the song Do Me by Belle Biv DeVoe. He stole it out of my backpack, so I beat him up on the basketball court. And his friend Beep, I almost said his name. His friend Beep tried to join in, and I socked him right in the forehead, and he ran too. So I fought both of them, who eventually joined the gang. Beep! And I beat them both up on the basketball court because they stole my Belle Biv DeVoe cassette single of Do Me. And then he tried to steal, because I left my backpack unwatched. And then he tried to steal my Shaquille O'Neal rookie card too. I got that back. I never got the Belle Biv DeVoe single back though. But I beat him up on the basketball court. So I know how to fight, but I don't want to fight because he's a lover, dude. He's a sweetie pie. All right? In my apartment, I'm fighting ants, but guess what? The rest of the apartment, because of all the cool stuff I have in here, is locked up like Fort Knox, dude. It would be so hard to break into my apartment. I put extra special security measures, and he's a gun owner, and I have really good aim too because of those motor skills I was talking about. Because my dad also brought me to shoot guns growing up all the time. And on this channel, when I did my 1,000 subscriber t-shirt giveaway, I went clay shooting, and you can see me and how amazing my accuracy is. But he's a lover, dude. And Gabe, you made me do that rant. You're right, dude. Sweet, sweet lemon-haired colored lover. The house that Selena built. Dude, great call. Great call there. Love the San Antonio Alamo video. Thanks, dude. I love that video. It's the 9th wonder of the world. Hoping Shanahan... No, I don't want Shanahan to get fired, but I do want him to learn. Why'd you bring that card to school in the first place? Bleep gang don't play. Me and my homies don't bleep. Look, I'm not going to say the real gang because I'm cool with them now. And I know members. Right? So I'm not going to say the gang. But in 5th grade, dude, I had to beat 2 of them up. Because he tried to steal my Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. Why'd I bring that card? So... You know, it was just a young, naive kid. So I had a stack of cards that I brought to like show people and they're in my backpack. And then so he tried to steal those. And then in my backpack, I also had some cassette singles because I had a Walkman. So my bag was just full of goodies, dude. I didn't do homework, but I brought goodies. And so I had some cassette singles. I think I had like, and I had like Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, and maybe The Chronic. And I had some singles, including Belle Biv DeVoe. And he stole those and the cards. And then after, I ended up getting the cards back, but I never got the cassettes back, I don't think. Because after we fought, we got in trouble. And then the school got back my cards, actually. Because we got in trouble from fighting. And then they like gave me back the cards, but they didn't give me back the cassettes. So I don't know what he did with them. But anyways, yeah, sips peace tea. That's actually funny. Yeah, you're right. Levi's a hellhole this year. We keep losing to mediocre teams. Dude, I know. It's like I already talked about it at the top of the live stream, so I'm not going to go back. But it sucks playing 500 ball, dude. If you're not blasting, you're not lasting. Bleep gang for life. Look, I grew up with a lot of them. We're cool. That's why I'm not saying their names. You know, he had what style? It's a very famous album called Doggy Style, Gabe. Sorry. Bleeper recognize bleeper. So anyways. Yes, the Astrodome. You guys are all correct. Woo! Clap it up for the Astrodome guessers. They guessed the Astrodome, folks. He's out of peace tea, so he's got to open up the water now. So, from San Antonio, I drove to Houston. Again, remember, I didn't have plans. I didn't know where I was going. But I drove to Houston because of the Astrodome. Okay, we stopped at a Buc-ee's along the way. We filmed a video. I told my cousin to try to learn editing. He can do the Buc-ee's video, and it's been 2 years, and he hasn't done the Buc-ee's video. And I haven't talked to him in months, and that's fine. I still love him. But I'm hurt. He's still my cousin. I still love him, but I'm hurt. I wanted to try to get into the Astrodome, okay? I wanted to try. I had seen some people on Instagram that had gotten in at some point, but I wasn't sure. The difficulty of the Astrodome getting in is if you see right next to it is NRG Stadium. That is where the Houston Texans still play to this day. Okay? They play there all the time. So having this stadium and a very active stadium site still makes it difficult. Where a lot of the, certain stadiums and whatnot, they're kind of out on their own. So when we got into Arco Arena, it was out on the outskirts of Natomas, right? There wasn't a lot around it. Not a lot going on. But this is right next to a very active stadium with concerts and rodeos and NFL games. But I went. I droned it. I took this drone shot. I followed the security around with my drone to see where they go. They were on golf carts, so they don't play. And this was late at night, and they were patrolling the whole outskirts. They were patrolling. They weren't just sitting around doing nothing. And in fact, I think it's in this photo. You can even see there's like a little security booth. I can't really point it out, but I can see it. Yeah, there's like a little security booth where a guy was sitting in it. I couldn't have gotten near it if I would have tried unless I was Splinter Cell. And I'm not Splinter Cell. Now, I have a lot of talents, but I'm not Splinter Cell. God, dude. I say the stupidest stuff. And it makes me laugh, and I just... All right, when I talk half the time inside, I'm laughing and trying not to laugh. And I just imagine everyone watching this is just like... But it makes me laugh. Okay? So I droned it. I watched the security for a while. Me and my cousin were out there. We also went under the bridge that used to go to Astro World, the theme park that Travis Scott names all his stuff after. And it just didn't look like something I would be able to get into. There is some groups. Actually, let me phrase this differently. Here's another shot. I posted this in the Discord, and I was saying how crazy it is when the Astrodome was the first of its kind. It was this giant dome, and it's absolutely dwarfed by the new stadium. It's kind of crazy when you see these aerial shots of like an old venue and a new one next to each other. It's sometimes kind of shocking, the size difference. It's like if you saw the Titanic next to a cruise ship, a modern day cruise ship now, you'd be like, whoa, the Titanic's tiny. I bought a D Brown card to school after he won an All-Star dunk on. It's bent it in my pocket. I have the Reebok pumps just because of D Brown. I love D Brown. I'll go. We're just having fun with it. How'd you get in Arco Arena for so long with everything lit up? It wasn't lit up. Yeah, that was just the regular, the windows let in light. Splinter Cell was a dope game. Yeah, apparently there was a Splinter Cell movie in the works with Tom Hardy, and then they just killed it. I saw a news thing about it. Be honest, the first 3 quarters of that game was kind of crap. Which game? Niners Seahawks? Probably, yeah. Gabe, why are you leaving us, dude? You look like the famous meme photo of Josh Peck when he's squinting. I gotta look that up. I don't know if I've seen that. It's been a while, but I saw the Astrodome, and that's enough to hook me. What's up, Sam? Peace, Gabe. NRG Stadium isn't considered the most impressive stadium in the league. Yeah, not at all, but it's huge compared to the Astrodome. So anyways, I drive all the way to Houston hoping maybe I can sneak into the Astrodome. And this is the thing. The Astrodome has always had its hooks in me. It's always had its hooks in me. I've always thought it was so cool. I grew up just thinking Nolan Ryan was like just a god of pitching. Like, the Astrodome was one of those places where it's like, oh my God, the Astrodome. I bought into the legend, the allure of the Astrodome. I bought in, dude. Here's my money. Give me a ticket to buying into the Astrodome. Okay? So I've always had a thing for the Astrodome. Now, when I went to this a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, however long it's been, we had just released the Arco Arena series. And it was a hit. Oh, it was a hit. Right? Our most successful video. Actually, it wasn't immediately. It actually took a while for it to gain steam. But I was like, how awesome would that be if right after the Arco video, I go do an Astrodome video? How cool would that be? Oh, what a run, dude. What a run. Back to back, dude. Back to back championships. Dude, why is this bottle so flimsy? This bottle has no structural integrity whatsoever. So anyways, so yeah, I drive all the way to Houston, try to get in. I drone it, watch the patrols. I'm like, there's no way to get close to that thing. And, you know, it's still in the back of my head. Now, someone I know actually went and worked an event at NRG Stadium, and they were walking around the Astrodome, and they sent me some videos of the outside. Because here's the thing. I would have had to get across this giant parking lot, okay? It's kind of hard to tell, but the entire thing is surrounded by a big parking lot. I would have had to get across the parking lot without being seen, even though there's multiple security patrols. But then once I get to the Astrodome, how am I getting in? I don't know. If it's this watched, it's probably locked down. So it just seemed like it wasn't likely that I would be able to get in. But I droned it. I got these shots. I got to see it. I'm like, well, at least I've seen it. At least I've been in its presence. Now, the thing is, the reason the Astrodome is still there, totally unused at this point, is because it gained historical status. So they can't just tear it down. But the problem is it's not up to date. It's got a lot of issues, got a lot of problems. So for, I want to say, at least 10, 15 years, there's been all kinds of groups trying to put forth proposals of what to do, all sorts of ideas of what to do with the Astrodome. And they vary wildly. Some people just want to put it back to like a sports venue, but it's like, it's just what, it wouldn't unfortunately really work with NRG Stadium right there. Like what team would play there? It probably wouldn't work. Yeah. These It used to be a Six Flags across the street too. The whole facility is amazing. Now they're going to turn that into a multi-indoor event venue. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. There's a bridge. So from where this picture is, that way. Why can I not do this right? That way, in this picture, there's an overpass to now just an empty lot. But that empty lot used to be Astro World, big Six Flags theme park. The one that Travis Scott always references. Giant mega church, or is that? No, that's the Rockets Arena. I drove by that too. Yeah, the old Rockets Arena is what's his name's church? Can't think of his name. I know they tried growing grass at the Astrodome using the stadium lights. It didn't work. Yeah, because that roof is actually partly translucent. Fields got it. And I went to a Rockets game when I was out there. I don't know if you guys saw the video. I did do a video there. The new Rockets Arena, Toyota Center, not the old one. Field has got to be a good distance. Yes, it is. It's sunk down. Wasn't the Astrodome the first place they used artificial grass in a stadium? Yes, I believe that's true. And yes, they named AstroTurf after the Astrodome. Fans went down like 80% of the grandstand seating to get to their seats, more than any other ballpark at the time it opened. Dude, that's crazy. Wasn't the Astrodome also used for shelter during Hurricane Katrina? You might be thinking of the Superdome in New Orleans. But so many people, like basically hurricane refugees, did go to Houston. So maybe they had like a shelter set up here. I'm not sure. Samuel says it was. So yeah. I think your Arco Arena and abandoned baseball stadium is your best videos. Truly one of the reasons why I became a follower. Dude, awesome. Thank you. Joel Osteen. Yeah, that's right. So anyways, yeah, it's been announced that one of the proposals for the Astrodome might actually go through. So this is some of the concept art. Now, there was a group, and I don't know if it's actually the group behind this proposal that is apparently making headway. But one of the groups, they have an Instagram, and before I went to Houston, I DM'd them, begging them. I was like, is there any way you can get me into the Astrodome? Because they posted some pictures from inside, and they even took some people on like a little tour. I don't know if they were like investors. I don't know who it was, but they never responded. But I was still holding out hope that one day I could get into the Astrodome. Now, preferably, I would go when it was abandoned, so I could do an abandoned type video and talk about the history and experience it, in my own way. But if that can't happen because it seems so freaking hard to get in there, I will take anything, like any of these proposals, so that I can get in there, because it's a thing for me. It's a thing. The Astrodome, for whatever reason, it has its hooks in me. And I won't rest until I get inside that building. Yeah. Oh, that's a sweet t-shirt. Yeah, there he is. I was just talking trash about you earlier. And the changed world. Yes, I'm a blonde guy now. I could be wrong, but I swear I heard they're in the works to revamp the Astrodome. Yeah. All right, Ruben. So yeah, these are some of the proposals. So they want to build some things inside, so it won't be just a totally open dome like before. They're talking about retail spaces or event spaces, a hotel. But if I can, as long as I can get in here, I will be happy. Again, I want to get in there before they do this, but it just seems almost insurmountable. So I don't know how realistic that is. But if I could at least get in here like this and do a video about the history, that's better than nothing. I'll take it. Because like I said, it's a thing to me, dude. The Astrodome is a thing that I must conquer. And I drove all across Texas to try. All right? Oh, that's something else I'll talk about later. But yeah, man. I stood out and I got these drone shots and I took a bunch of pictures with the Astrodome. It's just this place, for whatever reason, as a sports venue nerd, right? As a guy that's sitting here with Oakland Coliseum dirt and Oracle Park dirt and Jack Murphy Stadium model and a Forbes Field model and a Polo Grounds model and what else? I got a bunch of other ones too. I got Globe Life Park right here, right? Got Globe Life Park. As a stadium nerd, the Astrodome it's got its hooks in me. So I am so, it's kind of like bittersweet because again, I want to get in there before, but I'm also excited because while it's not how I want to see it, if this happens, at least it's a guaranteed way that I can see it. It's better than nothing. So yeah. And I have another abandoned sports venue video that I'm working on right now that hopefully will be out soon. So we're not done with the abandoned sports venues. Okay? We're not done, dude. And bobble cheeks, you're right. I do have bobble cheeks. The bobble cheeks are here. Do not fret, everyone. Do not fret. Okay? Vulcan video will be out someday also. I just think this is really cool. And obviously, as someone who loves these venues, I would much rather this happen to them than just getting completely demolished. This is a much better alternative. Now, if it was up to me, if I was king of the world, right, all these venues would turn into like a living museum, just like Rickwood Field was. So I would turn the Astrodome into like it would be preserved to look like 1980s Oilers game or Astros game or something. I would just freeze it in time and people could go tour it and throw events there. That's what I would do. But I'm not king of the world. So if you want to vote for me to be king of the world, we could get this thing going. And the Astrodome, you could walk right in. It'll be like you're at a Nolan Ryan game, you know? But until I'm king of the world, it's not going to happen. You know? Take a tour before I start construction. No, I would love to, but the problem is, I guess it's apparently too dangerous, so not a lot of people get to go in. And again, it's so watched because it's attached to the freaking NRG Stadium. That's an active stadium grounds, right? So like, it's not just out in the middle of nowhere. It's actively being watched. So again, it's two very difficult things: getting to the dome and then getting in the dome. Both of those would be very, very difficult. So I don't know. I don't know if I can ever do it. But look, now that this is coming up, I'm going to start DMing people again and seeing if there's any way I can get in. And I will fly to Houston just to do that. You know? For preserving history until something like the stadium being unsafe for fans and players. Yeah, I would. Look, if I was king of the world, it would be totally renovated and revamped to look exactly like it did like in the 80s or early 90s. That's what I'd do. It would even have the shops or like concession stands, everything. I would have the team store and you could buy like old Astros and Oilers stuff. Like literally I would just preserve it as a museum. But I'm not king of the world. What do you think will happen to the Oakland Coliseum? I think it's going to be used for another 5 to 10 years. And then after that, probably, they always come up with these plans, these proposals where it's like, we'll rebuild the stadium or make it like a smaller version of the stadium, and we'll have housing, and we'll have retail, and we'll have whatever, we'll have soccer fields, we'll have all this. I just feel like that's not going to happen because good things don't happen anymore. So I feel like it's just going to turn into condos at some point, But obviously if it was up to me, the Oakland Coliseum would be kept as a working museum. Mission Impossible, Dylan in the Dome. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Look, I tried, folks. I tried once. I'm down to try again. I scoped the whole thing out. I did the best I could. It just wasn't realistic for me to be able to get in there. And I spent a few days in Houston, and I went by a few times. It looked difficult. Have you ever heard of that one minor league stadium that converted into apartments? Yeah, and was it Indiana? Place I want to go visit. I would love to see something like it. Yeah, I added that to my list, so if I'm ever near it, I want to go do a little video on it. Super cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, it was like a minor league ballpark, and they bought it and they renovated it into apartments, so you can kind of live in this old ballpark. Kind of. It doesn't really look like the original ballpark, but it's still cool enough, you know. The Astros would be an amazing apartment or condo unit. I know, right? Dude, I would live in the Astrodome. I don't want to live in Texas, but I would consider it if I could get a place in the Astrodome. But yeah, it's pretty cool and exciting. If anything, you know, it's giving longevity to that place. And again, it has historical status, so they can't just tear it down. But, you know, we'll see. And also, so if I can get to the to Tropicana Field and the Astrodome, I'd be very happy. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the Reggie Jackson Softball Classic video. Hope everyone got a chance to watch it. You know, I really enjoyed walking around the Coliseum with John Shea from the San Francisco Chronicle, and he kind of gave us a tour. And there will be a members-only extras video of some other stuff from that day. So if you want to join, become a member, there will be extras. You can become a member on YouTube directly and help support the channel, and then maybe one day I can save the Astrodome. Yeah, right. You know? Yeah, right. Do you leave stickers on your hats or take them off? Honestly, both. I took the New Era one off here, but I like to leave the shiny, colorful ones because I just like these stickers. And then some I'll even leave the New Era one on. Honestly, it just depends. I just don't even think about it really. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'll take this off. And then sometimes I just don't even think about it, so it stays on. But I like the shiny ones, so usually I'll keep the shiny ones on. Stadium where FC Barcelona plays, Camp Nou. Nou? How do you say it? Nou now? Said to be hosting games anymore in the coming years. Not be hosting games. Really? Dude, I've seen so many people I know tour that place. Damn, I'd want to see it before it's gone. There's people that you should write out to your actual state assembly or the governor of city or mayor of Houston, because they would be the ones that could really get you in there because it's a city. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I mentioned this before, but I wrote to the city of Buffalo, and they were going to give me access to some stuff out there that has some significance, some family history of mine. So yeah, that might actually be a good idea. First time I went to Houston, I tried like heck to contact someone to let me in like you did, but nothing for me either. My 1971 Astros book comes to fruition. I plan to stay at the Astro World Hotel. Dude, you mentioned that before, right? I'm pretty sure you mentioned that before in one of my live streams or something. You left a comment about that. Dude, you gotta, I don't know, join the Discord or on Instagram, something, email me. Like, I gotta hear about that book when you're done with it. Or even if you want to share ideas with me, I'm totally down, dude. Totally down to, like, you know, I don't know. I just, it just sounds so cool. I just want to be in. I just want to know. I just want to know about it. That's what they did in Baltimore. They knocked down Memorial Stadium, put an AstroTurf field down, and built condos around it. I did not know that the field is still there. So the Baltimore Memorial Stadium the field is still there? Camp Nou. Okay. Further doing a massive renovations at Camp Nou. They're trying to make the Camp Nou into a dome. Whoa. That's crazy. Dude, that's awesome. Good luck with your book, and please just let me know when it comes out or whatever. Like I said, I have an affinity for the Astrodome for whatever reason. It's one of those things that I just have a thing for. And in fact, like I always browse like Astrodome artifacts and collectibles and stuff on eBay and whatnot. I'm part of some Astrodome groups on Facebook, and like there was a guy I think yesterday that was selling like a little little lot of Astrodome things, and I wanted to buy it, but part of me doesn't want to buy that stuff too, because like I never got to go there, and I feel like a fraud. If I would have got in, I would have bought stuff, because I'd be like, at least I was in there, but I've never even been in there. But one guy, like, he was selling dirt from the field. I would love that. A lot of people I see sell the old light bulbs. I see a lot of old tickets and stuff. So yeah, I love the Astrodome. Love the Astrodome. I have a couple Astros hats, and it's only because they have Astrodome patches. Would love to see a game at Globe Life Park while it's still MLB active. Yeah, that I loved it. Me and my brother, I did a video there. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Me and my brother did a video there before it was gone, and great ballpark. I loved it. And the irony was, one of the reasons they built the new park was because the old park was too hot and it was open air. And, in the Texas summers, it was just too hot. And then when me and my brother went to the game, it was like the coldest game ever. It was like mid-30s. We were freezing. We were almost dying. It was so cold, they didn't even do batting practice or anything before the game. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Mark? I'm still in the race, dude. Always. Still in the race. They made a miniature sculpture in Mile High Stadium. They have most of the stadiums. If that's what you mean. My Globe Life Park. Is it? You mean these? I've told this story before, but I collect the souvenir cups. As you can see, I usually try to get souvenir cups at ballparks and stuff and I have way more than this. These are just a few I haven't put away. Because usually I'm broke and I probably want something to drink, so it's an easy souvenir to get from the ballparks. I've talked about it before, but like these kind of cups just irritate me because like it doesn't say anything about Angel Stadium. It could be from anywhere. Like, who cares? So most of the cups suck nowadays. But when I went to Globe Life Park, I forgot to get a cup because, like I said, it was freezing cold, so I wasn't trying to buy a soda. And so I went online. I think I went on Reddit. I think it was Reddit. And I just said, hey, any Rangers fans, I will pay for a souvenir cup if someone can send me a souvenir cup. A guy replied. He said, I got you. I got souvenir cup. No problem. I was like, all right, name your price. I'll send you money. I sent him my address, right? I just had to have faith in the human spirit here, right? I could have got scammed. But in the mail shows up a whole box, dude. A box like this big, dude. I open up the box. It has all kinds of stuff in it. Most of the stuff's not out, so yeah, I don't really have it here. He had a plastic helmet, like a nacho helmet. It had like 2 different souvenir cups. It had a beer stein that says Globe Life Park. And he gave me a model of Globe Life Park. This guy gave this total stranger gave me this model. In the box and everything. Total stranger. How nice. I wish I remembered their name. I tried to kind of make contact, so like when I went back to Texas or something, I could, I don't know, give them tickets to a game or do something for them. But I don't think they even responded to me. It was just a nice person being nice for nice's sake, right? But really, really grateful for that. Whole box of stuff, dude. Whole box of stuff. Oh, I had like Texas Rangers souvenir glasses. Like, dude, just super nice, man. Like, I just love, because, I try to be a generous person. And so it's nice when other people are generous. I do feel bad, though. So I sent them money. But I was still like, man, you didn't have to do all that. It's bigger than that. I'll put a picture of the mini Mile High Stadium. Okay. Let me see it. Let me see it. All right, let's see. It's loading. My Discord is taking forever. So Rye Guy's sending it to the Discord and I'll check it. Good night, Richard. See you around, buddy. And they made a miniature sculpture. Oh, the sculpture's in the state, because I know the old Mile High. I think the home plate is marked over there, and the 50-yard line maybe. I didn't know there was a model though. Look at the Battersea Power Station. It was proposed that Chelsea FC were going to turn it into their home stadium. All right, hold on. Let me get this to load, and then I'm gonna look that up. It's bigger than that. I'll put a picture. Play right on the field where they Howard can't play it. Johnny Unitas. They're using even a tribute in front of it. How awesome! Yeah, dude, I definitely want to go to Baltimore. That has a Safeco Field Cup from 2003 when we went. Dude, that's sick. Does it say Safeco Field? Did you get the Oakland Coliseum commemorative logo cup? I didn't. I tried, but the last game was too busy and the lines were too long. And then I tried to have someone that worked there get me one, and they didn't give me one. And part of me just, out of bitterness, I don't care about like the weak logos they put out. So I'm not super bitter about missing the cup, and I'm sure I could always get one on eBay if I really want one. But like, look, this Battle of the Bay pin sucks. They just did the cheapest, quickest, easiest, laziest work. But I have, just the simple. I always like this simple Oakland one. I got this in probably like 2018. At least do this, like, I don't know. But this is just like, it doesn't even say the city. Like, it just says nothing. At least this is like representing a little. But my favorite types are like this AT&T Park one. Like, it has the actual ballpark on it, And, oh, is this the Globe Life? Oh, no, this is the one I just got this year. Globe Life Field. At least it says the ballpark name on it. It says straight up Texas. So I give them credit for at least having the name of the ballpark, but it also has sponsors on it, which sucks, and it doesn't have any like photos of the ballpark. So this one's mid, And then this Giants one, they get credit for the glossiness. I kind of like how they do the Coke sponsorship just like as a band. It kind of, at least it's interesting. And then it says Oracle Park at the bottom, which is better than nothing. I still would rather have a photo at least of the ballpark, or like a graphic of the ballpark. But at least this one is cool because it's shiny and it has the thing. But, to me, this is like the worst one. It's just so plain. You can kind of see the ballpark, but no. And I have a ton of cups somewhere. They're all over the place. Okay, here's the miniature. Wait, is this permanent? I think I've seen this, but I thought it was like for an event. This is permanent? This is always there? What do they use it for? I remember seeing this. I've seen this before, but I thought it was like I don't know, festivity. That's kind of cool. I want to see it. Oh, there used to be outside this stadium now too. There was an old arena, I think, where the Nuggets used to play. That was right next to Mile High. Am I wrong on that? But I think that's all torn down too. But wow, that's weird. I wonder what they use this for. Crazy stuff, dude. Imagine living in the apartment inside the Astrodome that owner Judge Roy Hoffhines had built for him, overlooking right field. No, dude, that would be so cool. There's I have the book. It's somewhere tucked in my books. I have a book about an apartment that was in the old Phillies stadium also. And I just read a story about a kid who grew up at the Polo Grounds because the groundskeeper got to live at the Polo Grounds. And he would just like at night go play on the field at the Polo Grounds. Dude, like that old classic stuff is awesome. Like, it's, I don't know, it's so cool. It's just now everything's so tight, you know, everything's so like strict. And, you know, I told this story before, but like when I was a kid, I just walked right onto the field at Stanford Stadium. It was just open, you know? And now it's just, everything's just, yeah, people ruin it. We have less and less freedom as time goes on. Souvenir Cubs Covenant has Chicago skyline and Jake Arrieta. That's pretty cool. Yeah, actually says Safeco Field is cracked on the sides, so can't be used, but we still have it. That's awesome. If you Google, oh yeah, Battersea Power. Sorry, Battersea Power Station. No way. Wait, they're gonna. You're saying they're gonna build a soccer stadium in here, or next to it? Dude, what the heck? Sorry, I'm just retailtainment destination. Look at this jamoke. Is this already open? Dude, that is so dope. Wait, but I don't see anything about Chelsea yet. Hold on. Chelsea. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just like taking this in. Site is a preferred bidder. Hasn't stopped from releasing an artist's impression of what they hope the stadium on the prospective site would look like. Oh, this is from 2012. Dude, that would have been so dope. Dude, that would have been so dope. Dude, this would have been incredible. Like taking something historic like that and like giving it a new lease on life. Like me, I'd rather like this. That power station looked amazing. So me, I'd want to see it like as is. But if the alternative is to like turn it into something cool, I'm all for that. That is so dope. Damn, I would. It would have been so cool if they pulled this off. That's crazy. Yeah, thanks for telling me about that. I love hearing about stuff like that. Dude, that power station looks sick on its own. I want to go see it anyways, you know? There's another place like that I'm trying to remember. Like, oh, there's a, dang it, what's it called? There's an ironworks. It's an old factory in Birmingham that they turned into like a little events place, like hangout with like, I think there's food and stuff. I didn't get to go, but I saw it. It looks so cool because it's like an old factory, but it's like, it's hip now, you know? Dang, stuff like that can never happen today. That's what I'm saying, man. Saved my souvenir cup for my visit to T-Mobile Park last season. That's awesome. Sacramento just approved a new soccer stadium downtown, the rail yards. Yeah, dude. Thank you for reminding me. I was actually, that was one of the things I wanted to bring up. It looks so cool. So it's another thing that I'm a little sad because I wanted to sneak into the rail yards. I won't lie to you. A few years ago, but then they started like really working on it, so it's not really it wasn't really feasible anymore. It's been like the rail yards have been very active last few years with work being done and whatnot. So I kind of missed the boat on that. So it's another thing where I'm like, well, I hope at least if they do the stadium, that gives me a reason to go check it out. Dang, my internet is going so slow. So if you guys don't know what the Sacramento rail yards are, obviously it's rail yards. It's right outside, like downtown. It's been unused for a very long time, but it's very historic rail yards. Oh, I didn't see this picture. I don't like this picture. Hold on. So the rail yards, they've been debating for years of what to do with it. It looked so cool. Like I always wanted to sneak in. You know, me and my cousin drove by and checked it out. And now they're proposing that Sacramento Republic FC may get a stadium there. I don't know if it's been approved completely or if it's a go, but I think they're definitely taking steps to get it done. See, this picture I don't like though, because I can't tell how much of the old rail yards is still there. I thought I saw another picture that actually incorporated more of the old rail yards, unless I'm just missing it. Like, is that the old rail yard, one of the buildings right there that they incorporated into the stands? It's hard to tell, but obviously if they do this, I want them to incorporate as much of the rail yards as possible. So I don't know. I saw another picture that seemed to incorporate more of the rail yards though. And sorry, I'm talking away from the mic. I'll have to find that another time, I guess. And maybe I guess that is one of the buildings that it incorporates, so that would be cool. Here's some of the buildings to show you guys. So, you know, very, very close. You can actually see Golden One Center right in the middle up there. You can see the Tower Bridge on the right. Old Town Sacramento is to the right of those overpasses. So it's right there. And some of these buildings, I mean, I love these buildings. So if they incorporate them or save them in some way, then, you know, I approve. But I really hope they don't just tear everything down and not preserve it in some way. But I thought, I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought some of these had historical status, so I think they would have to preserve them. But I could be totally wrong on that. But the whole railways area always looks super cool to me, and I never got a chance to get in there. Apartments maybe for Battersea Power Station, that'd be cool. Been trying to develop for years. It has a huge historical significance. Carver soccer field and sees power station architecture gives Lucas Oil Stadium vibes. I'm here for it. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why Lucas Oil Field looks so dope to me. And they just keep using the same stadiums they've used. Yeah, definitely. You know, that's what I love about the old soccer teams. They never move. You know, they don't have that threat of relocation. Yeah. I don't usually offer this to folks because I pay a lot for it, so I'm not sure if I can really share. But I bought from MLB some 1971 Astros footage, and it's all in the dome. Would you like to see it? Dude, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I won't steal it or use it, but I would love to see it. I know of Old Town Sacramento where it looks like something from a Western movie. Yeah, I keep putting it off. My Old Town Sacramento series will drop at some point. I just, you know, don't have time, folks, but I'm trying. But Old Town Sacramento is super cool. One of my favorite places, especially if you ever go to the Railroad Museum there. I forgot the actual names, like the California Railway Museum, something. I forgot the name, but it's the big train museum there. It's so cool. One of the coolest museums. Hey, just joining. Hope you're having a good night. What's up, Connor? Non-sports related question. What's your favorite time period of American history to learn about? Favorite president? Ooh, that's a good one. It's hard not to say Lincoln, you know? It's hard not to say Lincoln, but I feel like that's such a basic answer. Obviously, Teddy Roosevelt is a super fun character. You know, he would just disappear for like a month into the parks and go hunting. And you know, he was a badass. FDR and the New Deal is something that I hold in high regard. But then he has the Japanese internment camps on his resume also, so it's like can't really put him on a pedestal completely. But his social programs were great and should have been expanded instead of slowly whittled away and dismantled the last 80 years. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Lincoln's hard to beat, and a lot of this is just that nationalistic propaganda and like great moments with Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland. But obviously Lincoln and the things he said in his speeches were incredibly inspiring. Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be one of the Roosevelts or Lincoln, I guess. And some of the other presidents we don't really talk about that get forgotten at time. I don't know them as well as I should either. So there might be someone hidden in there that I like. Oh, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was awesome. He gets such a bad rap. He just had such bad timing where I feel like he was too good for his time, and he got a bad rap. And he's 100 years old now, so shout out Jimmy Carter. And JFK had, super inspiring person as well. And I wished that, not Junior, but the original RFK, I wish he could have had a shot at it. Obviously, he was assassinated before that could happen. But, yeah. I don't know. But the thing is, I try not to, like, look up to presidents or whatever, but obviously some of the things they say and do can be inspiring. But, like, I really have this idea that presidents are working for us and we should be as critical of them as possible. But obviously the ones before my time, it's easier. And there's other ones that I would say like certain things they did are super inspiring, but then I don't like other things. So like Civil Rights Act and LBJ is great, but then like, a lot of the Vietnam stuff, not so great, So yeah, I don't know. And favorite time period, I'm a huge Western guy, so a romanticized like 1880s is right up my alley. 1880s is that sweet spot of like, you got like the repeaters, the technology's a little better, but there's still plenty of frontier left. So 1880s is always a fun time period. Dust Bowl era, a lot of fun stories in history. Prohibition era, a lot of fun stories in history. And obviously because it's way more documented and there's so much more we can watch and learn and all that, like the whole 20th century, like every decade was interesting in its own right. And I mean, revolutionary time period is also always fun history to learn about. I would say the most boring time period would be like 1830s, 1840s, It didn't start heating up to the Civil War. That's such a dumb thing to say. Don't listen to me. That's so funny. I make myself laugh. But yeah, dude, I'm a Western guy, so like 1880s, frontier, Wild West. It's right up my alley. Isn't it awesome? I check them every time I take the Amtrak to Levi's. Yeah, they're sick. It'll never happen, but Lucas Oil should host another Super Bowl. They should. Okay, if you have an email or something, I can send it. Send it to, here. Let me type it in the chat. Variety show with 2 V's. Ulysses S. Grant. Yeah, Ulysses S. Grant I mess with, Oh, wait, why is it? There's my email. I put it in the chat. Yeah, no, the power station, dude, looks so cool. I want to see it anyways, even though it's not a stadium. I haven't really had a good president in a really long time. It's hard. I just feel like with presidents now, we know way more about what's going on, and every person is flawed. So there's not going to be a perfect person, especially when you just dig into every possible thing. And you got to think about like FDR. FDR like had two paralyzed legs, and most people didn't know. That's how little you knew. And you know that he did so much for like the transparency with like the fireside chats and things like that, but there was still a wall up, and now there's almost no wall. And so because humans are flawed, there's not really going to be anyone that is perfect. So every president's going to be torn down because there's always a flaw you can find. And some people, you know, they either love the president or they hate the president. So no matter who the president is, there's going to be enough people to hate him that they're going to constantly talk about their flaws. No, regardless if they are terrible, if they're good, if they're great, or whatever. I don't think we're ever going to be happy with the president. And I mean, we really shouldn't be. We should be critical of the president. They work for us. You know, but then again, I can still appreciate a lot of things people do. You know, I think like Obama was incredibly smart, and you know, I don't agree with everything he did, but I don't think he was a bad dude, you know. And I don't know. I don't want to get into politics. We've done politics the last few weeks. I don't want to get into it. LBJ would have been a good president if it wasn't for Vietnam. That's what I'm saying. Like LBJ had a lot of really good qualities. But I mean, even back then, like Nixon introduced the EPA. Like, you know, you can point to really good things that a lot of presidents have done. I guess I find more inspiration in like individual things than figures too much. But someone like Teddy Roosevelt and what he did to for preservation and conservation, and what he did to kind of stifle the robber barons, and just the fact that he was a badass, like, you know, something like that. It's pretty cool. But then again, it was what, 120 years ago he was president. So like, he might have done some awful things that we just didn't know about because it wasn't documented. He might have just been a jerk to people. I don't know. You know? United States Conservatory featured my photo this week. The SS United States. Dude, that's so cool. Dude, send me that. I want to see it. Like, Bill Clinton was sort of good, but his personal life leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, Bill Clinton was a good president for his time, but with time you get more wisdom, right? So like at the time, like the crime bill was incredibly popular. The crime bill was so popular, both sides of the aisle worked on it and passed it. But then with time, we see that, oh, the crime bill was actually used in very, very rotten ways, and maybe it's not the right way to go about things. And then also, like, Bill Clinton, through just happenstance, got to ride the wave of technology and the tech boom, the original tech boom and the original Silicon Valley boom all through the 90s. He got to ride that wave. Right? So, I don't know. You got to just judge people on the time, and there's nuance to all of it. And, you know, as much as I, for example, will criticize George W. Bush for the Iraq War and how flawed that was, the Iraq War was incredibly popular when we first went in. Now, it was popular on false pretenses in a lot of ways, but it was popular. So it's like, it's easy now in hindsight to be like, oh, that was awful. But at the time, everybody was down, almost, except for Bernie Sanders. So, you know, you got to just judge people with nuance, and there's no perfect person. And presidents should be held to the highest possible regard. And that's why I think we're in a weird time, and a potentially very scary time, because some people are propping up presidents to basically be kings, and that's not good. They should be I think if a president commits a crime, they should have a harsher discipline than a citizen. Any politician, anyone that serves the community, police, everybody. But some people go the opposite way and want to give people immunity, and I don't think that's a good way to do things, personally. But I'm just a dude yapping. I don't know. Robert would have been such a great president. I agree. Do you plan on going to a World Cup match in 2026? Yes, I would like to. Make you do a tour of your editing computer setup? I could do that. There's definitely more things I want to do in my apartment, but I'm fighting ants, folks. He's got ants everywhere. Nah, but my apartment's always a mess, but I always have ideas of like honestly, I really love all the stuff I have on my walls and stuff, so I've always wanted to do like a tour of some of the collectibles and things I have, but yeah, I would love to do that stuff. September 7th, 1885. But anyways, good question, Connor. And yeah, I agree with you. Like Jimmy Carter, incredible dude, man. Just really bad timing. Really bad timing. He just was in the wrong era, you know? He was too empathetic when a lot of people just weren't at the time wanting to be empathetic. I mean, he gave up his peanut farm for us, you know? And then he built houses until he was like in his 90s for people. Gold Rush 1849 was crazy. A lot of crazy bandits made the Wild Wild West look like kindergarten. Sutter's Mill, Coloma, a lot of killings. Mark agreed. Yeah, I missed that. The Gold Rush in Northern California, obviously, 1840s, 1850s through, I mean, typically people consider the Gold Rush, I think, ending in like basically World War I. So like, mid 19 teens around ish. But obviously the original Gold Rush, 1848 into early 1850s. In Northern California, I love that history. My Gold Rush videos are my favorite videos. My Wild West stuff is my favorite videos. And I was actually hoping this weekend to go up to Gold Country and film some more stuff, but my schedule changed and I wasn't able to. But definitely more Gold Rush stuff on the way. Definitely one of my favorite things to explore. I had to stop by for a bit, but I got to head out now. All right, Sam, I'm going to check out that footage. I appreciate you. Please keep me updated on the progress. I want to know all about it. We got to resurrect Teddy to fight the second Gilded Age. I want 100%, Connor. 100%. People need to study Teddy Roosevelt more because we got more robber barons, folks. They're back. Oh, they're back, dude. I was watching one of your videos of you putting an e-bike together in your apartment. I was going to say we need your tour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one of the members only videos. I do want to show all the cool stuff. I got a lot of cool stuff on the wall. I will do those videos at some point. I just got to fight these ants and clean up, you know? Wasn't Jimmy also governor of Georgia? Was he governor of Georgia? Or senator? I don't remember. It's before my time. Did the gold rush stop because they mined all the gold? So it was a few things. A lot of it was they just weren't making enough profit to justify it. It was costing more and more money, and they just weren't mining enough for it to really be worth it. And this obviously was kind of across the board, but there's also pockets where like they would do it here and they would do it there. And there was, a gold rush in Colorado also, and Alaska gold rush, I think. But yeah, it just wasn't worth the money anymore. Profits went down. A lot of the towns, how can I explain it? Like, some of the towns just kind of died because like the railroads bypassed them and things like that. So into the 1880s, when like the railroads were going everywhere, they would bypass a town that had mining. So then it's like, well, now we have to mine it, and we also have to somehow transport it when other places are transporting it directly because they weren't bypassed by the railroad. All kinds of things like that. And then the biggest things that happened were the wars. So World War One and then World War Two. So in fact, World War Two, FDR shut down all the gold mines, and he made it basically. It's because in World War Two, so much of the industries in the United States, whatever they were, like all industries, diverted to help the war effort. So a lot of the money and the resources and things like that dedicated to gold mining, which was now barely making a profit, was diverted to other things. So yeah, there was, I don't know what it was, an executive order. That's actually a good question. I don't know what it was, but FDR shut down the gold mines for good in for World War II. But there was hardly any left compared to what it was in the late 1800s, where there was gold mines everywhere. Only a few made it through, like World War One and all that. I want to say I talked about some of this in my Bodie episode. If you ever watched that, I might have not touched on it though. I can't remember. I haven't watched it in a while. But Bodie was one of the places where they were doing mining, where it went in like waves, but it was slowly just going down, and it eventually killed the town because it was in such a remote location. It just wasn't worth mining and transporting, and eventually the whole town just kind of went away. But it's, you know, it's a whole lot of things. I think even Oregon did too. You messed up. Should have been a history professor so you could talk about history all day and also have a lot more time off on your channel. Yeah, I'm too dumb though. Yes, it also didn't help. There's a ton of countries with gold with next to no worker safety, and they could pay the workers 10 cents a day in Africa. Yeah, no, that for sure too. Also, I just read that the silver that was found on the other side of the mountains in Nevada also slowed down the gold mining. More money in silver. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds, yeah, because there was a silver boom, like Virginia City and places like that had a silver boom. So yeah, a lot of these resources just got diverted, and then eventually so many got diverted for the war, both wars, that it just went away. And yeah, the silver boom in Nevada is also super interesting too. There's a couple other videos I want to do about that. And there was another silver boom. There's another silver boom somewhere else that I think a lot of people left for. That's what's also crazy. Like when you read about the different the rushes, the like gold rush, silver rush, all over the world, people had these skills to mine, and they would travel the world and go to the next boom. So there's a story. Dang it, where is it? I think it's near Knight's Ferry, where I did a video on Knight's Ferry Bridge. If you never watched that and you like this kind of stuff, definitely check that out. I think it's near Knight's Ferry. There's a place called Chilean Gulch, or Chile Gulch, something like that. But it was basically this little area where a bunch of Chilean miners came during the gold rush, because they had a gold rush in Chile. And so they had all the skills and all the materials and all the resources and all that. So a whole bunch of Chilean miners came to Northern California. And they were staying in this area, a lot of them. Remember, this was a time where people would stick with their own kind for many different reasons. And the white miners, the Caucasian miners that came from the East, they didn't like that. And there was a whole massacre, basically, a big battle where the Chilean miners and the Caucasian miners battled it out. And then the Chilean miners marched to, I think, Stockton. And then they tried to get a judge to help them. And the judge was like, nah. Now, it's been a while. I don't remember all the details. And I did want to do a video on this, so I'm probably missing some stuff. But basically, that's kind of the gist of what happened. But it's super interesting to find out that, like, these groups of people from other parts of the world would be like, oh, there's a gold rush over there. Let's all go. And then it's sad when you hear about all the racism where, like, I'm pretty sure this Chilean camp basically got attacked, like, in the middle of the night. But Chile Gulch is still there. I don't think there's very much there. I think there is a historical marker, but I don't think there's any other like artifacts or anything. But look that up if you're into that kind of history. Speaking of the last thing I was going to talk about, that I almost forgot about, but collectibles. As I said, I got a lot of collectibles. I got a lot of stuff, right? I'm a little upset that my Reggie Jackson Softball Classic ball, the logo is rubbed off. And I also have a lot of historical things too, not just sports stuff, but historical stuff. And I really, really want to get into it more, and not as like a collector. I want to mesh it with what I do on the channel more. And I don't know if you guys ever watch Justin Scarred, but he's pretty much the only other YouTuber I really watch. He does a lot of the similar things to what I do without the sports. He doesn't do any sports. But we're into kind of the same things. And I appreciate him because he's actually a YouTuber that like puts in effort and research and things like that. And he is also big into collectibles, and he travels a lot. And he has a little booth at an antique store at the Orange Circle in Anaheim. Not in Anaheim, in Orange County, in Orange, California. And he has like a booth there. So basically, you know, those antique stores you go to that have different booths, you pay like a rent for a booth, and then you can sell whatever in that booth. So he has a booth, and he sells like various collectibles and things he gets on the road and his own merch. He has like his own shirts and stuff. He even does like his own arts and crafts. So he like paints, he does hand painted signs, and he does woodworking, and he'll sell that stuff in the store. And I would love to do something like that. And I talked to a lady who runs an antique store like that, kind of a consignment store, I guess you call it maybe. In San Jose, it's called Montebello Road, and it's a really awesome antique store. And so I got some of the numbers of how much the rent would be and stuff. And it's not expensive, but it's also like not something I just want to put up if I was just not making any money. So I really need a game plan if I was to do this. And I'd probably start with one little like wall, so it wouldn't even be a whole booth. But I just think, how cool would it be if like, while I go to places, even whether it's Gold Country, whether it's a stadium, I go, you know, this year alone, I went to like 3 new ballparks, something like that. Like, how cool would it be if I bought some cool souvenirs from those ballparks? And I wouldn't just do regular souvenirs you can get anywhere. I would try to find like more unique stuff. If I bought that and then put it in the booth, and then you could go, whoever's in the Bay Area or San Jose, you could go check out that booth and find things that I actually got on my travels, or I found various places. So it's something I'm really trying to explore, and I've been thinking about it for a couple years now, actually, but you know, I know it's a lot of work, so I would probably try to recruit my mom to help. Like, put her to work, because she likes that kind of stuff too, and she likes decorating and stuff, so I feel like she could make my little wall pretty, you know? But yeah, just, you know, if I got extra, you know, I could buy $10 pins from Gamer Athletics and sell it for 80. You know? Nah, but you know, I wouldn't do that, Gabe. All right? And I'm joking, because Gabe sold his pins for $10 just for the fans, and then people were turning around and trying to resell them for way more money on eBay and stuff. I wouldn't do that to you, Gabe. But you know, like, how cool would that be? I think that would be awesome. And obviously my channel is tiny, so it's not like my channel could really draw in people. Maybe some people, but like not like tons of people. Like Justin Scarred, his channel is way bigger than mine. Like, his channel is 100 times bigger than mine. But you know, so I would definitely have to run it like, not like it's connected to the channel. Just, I mean, it's connected to the channel, but not run it through the channel, because obviously my channel doesn't get enough attention to filter people through an antique store in San Jose. But it's just an idea. It's something I'd like to do. There's so many cool things I find, and I love sharing things with people. And also, it's just something that would help get some extra little money to travel a little bit more. And of course, I've been talking about, I want to do more of my own merch and collectibles and stuff. I have a lot of ideas for different things I want to build, different things I want to create and sell. It's just a matter of having the money up front to get it going. And, if I want to get a 3D printer and like print stuff out and like paint it and I don't know, sell little knickknacks for a few bucks, I don't know, just some ideas. If anyone has any experience in things like that, definitely let me know. I might have a lot of questions because if I do it, I don't want to just jump at it because that's what I usually do. I want to have a good plan. So it's actually a success and not just, and obviously it's not something I think I would get rich on. I just think it's something fun to do and something to kind of almost like the Discord. And these live streams, honestly, I think I've told you guys, but I usually lose subscribers on these live streams every week. Because people probably that subscribed years ago probably see it and like, who is this person? Like, what is this? And they unsubscribe. But just something to like, I don't know, just something to do, just something to do. Aren't Chileans more white than other parts of Latin America? I don't know about back then, Oh, you go to the Orange Circle a lot? Dude, he has some cool stuff. It's the Antique Station, I think. There's a bunch of cool antique stores in the Orange Circle. But yeah, that's just something I would love to do, and it would be super cool. Like, for example, I went to the Rickwood Field game, and I got some Rickwood Field souvenir balls. Like, what if I had extras of these and I put them in the shop, Stuff like that. If I go to Gold Country and get little knickknacks, I got, what I get? This is a key. This is a antique key from Istanbul from like the early 1900s. I just get random stuff like this on my travels and put it in the shop. If I get extra Vita Blue bobbleheads, I'll put it in the shop, I don't know. It's just an idea, but it's something I'd love to do. If I can find a way to do it, I'll try to do it, Yeah. Learned some stuff about 3D printing. I'm not completely well versed in the process enough. Plus, I can't afford a 3D printer that costs several $1,000s. Oh yeah, the prices are coming down though. You can get some good 3D printers now. It's much more reasonable and accessible than it used to be. And my cousin has one, I think I've shown you guys. He did this Disneyland sign, not painted yet. And he also made a little Vertlife rocket. Now, I want the Vertlife rocket. This is super cool, but I want the rocket not to be a rounded cylinder. I want it to be more like a rectangle, like flattened. That's kind of my vision of it, but does that work? Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of fun to be had and cool things we can spread around, And if Gabe wants to sell some of his stuff there, we could even partner up, dude. But Gabe doesn't like me, and that's the problem. Gabe hates me, unfortunately. You'd make way more money if you just start an Etsy shop. And actually having to be there in Etsy shop. Yeah, I have an Etsy shop where I sell my prints and stuff. Well, I mean, I say I sell my prints, but I don't get very many sales. So yeah, a lot of stuff when I make my own stuff, I would definitely put it on Etsy as well. But I like it's not just about like trying to make money. It's also just, I like the old school. I like antique shops. I just want to be part of it. So it's also like, yes, I know like the overhead is worse and you got to deal with foot traffic and all that, and there's a lot more to account for, but I want to do it to do it. I want to do it to like I always have a dream. If this channel blew up and I was making like good money, like I would love to have a little shop somewhere in like Niles or some other little cute little town, you know, and put our merch there along with antiques and collectibles. It's also a thing I just want to do. But I understand that an Etsy shop obviously is much easier and reaches a lot more people, or potentially can. But I love the idea of having a little shop that I can decorate, and my mom could if she wanted. Print a Stanley Cup with all the years the Penguins won the cup. That'd be cool. That is an experience. Yeah, exactly. It's the whole thing, you know. And it would be cool to just go there and hang out and talk to people and be like, "Oh yeah, I got this so and so, and I did this, and yeah, this is from my travels." And and also like, if my channel got big enough, obviously, I've given up on the channel blowing up. I don't think it'll ever blow up. I don't think it'll ever be big. I don't think I'll ever be known, right? I won't be a known quantity. I don't think that's going to happen. But it would be cool if I was prepared for that. And then people who were fans of the channel would have a place they can go to connect to the channel. You know what I mean? Like Justin Scarred fans, they can go to the Orange Circle and go to the Antique Station and go to his booth and see his stuff. I just like that idea. So even if it was a couple people, you know, even if it's 2 people a year, and obviously I would put in more stuff that would just sell in general. So it's not just like you have to know the channel to know this stuff or want it. I don't know. I just really like the idea. It just sounds so fun. But I know it's more work than it seems, and that's, you know, why I haven't jumped at it yet. The Stanley Cup is the coolest championship trophy in sports. Yeah, I mean, definitely the way they add to it, and then they take the rings off when it fills up and stuff like. Yeah, no, Stanley Cup is awesome. It's definitely hard to beat. Like the look of it, there's some trophies I like the look of better, but the way they do it with the Stanley Cup and the fact that there's only one, yeah, you're right. It's probably the coolest. You know, I love the way most of the other trophies look, though. All the other trophies look pretty cool. But yeah, I'm blonde now, folks. The world's changed. Now, any last things I was going to say? Dude, I love this White Sox hat, dude. 1917 White Sox. I love this hat. Shout out and a changed world, okay? This is a long history behind this shirt. It's like an old Virgil and Yeezy shirt or something. I don't remember the story. Martin knows. I got an official baseball rule book 2019, folks. That'll go in the shop. Dude, if I had a shop, I could have got a bunch of bobble cheeks for the shop, dude. You know what I mean? Just saying, dude. I'm just saying. What made you dye your hair blonde? Honestly, I just had bleach left and I just felt like doing it. I do a lot of things on a whim. And I'm growing my hair out again because I shaved it a few months ago and I want it to be a little longer again. So I thought if I bleach it now, when it grows out, it'll be kind of just like kind of a fade of just with some color. And I might not leave it bleach blonde. I might dye it a color and let it grow out that color again. I actually, if you guys remember, I had it pink. I actually enjoyed the pink. I thought it was fun. Dude, I just want to live life and have fun. Oh, look, I missed a spot right there. Dang it. I missed a spot. Anyways, I just like to have fun, dude. You know, I just like to have fun with life, and you only live once. And I've never like dyed my hair until a year and a half ago or whatever. I tried to dye my hair once in like 7th grade because I was trying to be Dennis Rodman for Halloween, but it didn't dye properly. Because I tried to just dye it without bleaching it first. It was a huge, huge failure. But I like Dennis Rodman. I had a Dennis Rodman shirt, and I was trying to match what he looked like on the shirt. So I was gonna just for school. I wasn't gonna like trick or treat, but for school, I was gonna dye my hair and wear the Dennis Rodman shirt, and it didn't work. And I had to get like the spray, you know, like the Halloween, where it doesn't dye your hair, it just like paint basically, and it was awful. It was terrible. But since then, I'd never dyed my hair until a year and a half ago or whatever, when I had braids. Yep, Lombardi Trophy I think is a little underwhelming. Dude, I love the Lombardi. It's simple and it shines. This one doesn't shine as much. Shout out. My cousin made me this too. It's nice and simple. I like it. Like I love, I love a World Series trophy with all the flags and all that. It's cool, but the simplicity of this and them holding it up, I do like. I like all the trophies, I'll be honest. I like them all. Because you probably dropped the name or brand of the shelves behind you. This on this side. Dang, I have no idea. They're cool though. See? I put these lights in myself. They're little jeweler's lights. So this was a B word, I'll tell you that much, because these rails are what's it called? Like cord covers, like wires, like wiring covers, and they had to drill holes to put the wiring for the lights, and these lights can move too. They're little jeweler's lights. And I haven't organized this actually. I've had it like this for like a year and a half now, at least. And I haven't organized this. I was going to organize it and put the spotlight on the right thing, like right on Willie or whatever. And I haven't done that yet. But I will at some point. Put it right on Globe Life, right? I don't know. I got to remember. I think it might have just been Amazon, honestly. Let me just look it up. I'll look it up for you just because. Do you guys see the Catawampus? Look at the Catawampus there. In the playoffs cup. There's a Brer Rabbit up there. There's a vintage Oakland A's bobblehead that Gabe gave me. And I got some Golden Gate Fields cups. Louis Armstrong. Willie Mays. Anyways. I'm gonna look up the shelves, okay? I'm gonna look them up, dude. This is what we do, dude. We help out. What's up, Jenny? You are super late. I was about to log off. I like the Larry O'Brien a bit more, even presentation. Yeah, Larry O'Brien's beautiful. Larry O'Brien's beautiful. Simple and beautiful. I think it was from Amazon, so let me look up my orders. Is this it? Oh, I found it. April 18th, 2021. Right here. Yitta Home 5-shelf bookcase, classically rustic gray bookshelf, book rack, storage rack, shelves in living room, home, office, books, holder organizer for books, movies, gray oak. Oh, it says currently unavailable. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's a bunch of similar ones though. But yeah, if you look up like 5-shelf bookcase, you'll find similar. And I think it was pretty easy to put together, I think, if I remember correctly. That's what we do here, folks. That's what we do here, dude. We help out. We talk shelving. What up? What up? You guys are late, man. I did dye my hair. I bleached it. I don't know if it's staying like this. I might change colors, but I've never actually just bleached my hair and left it. So we're gonna see how this goes, dude. We're getting crazy. We're getting old and we're getting crazy. Cause we're getting old. You know? This was a fun one. I liked a lot of the things we talked about. We talked about the Astrodome, dude. We talked about Tropicana Field, dude. We talked about Steph Curry. You know, we yapped, dude, and the 49ers lost, and I'm sad. But this made me feel happier. So I appreciate you guys. And yes, it is growing. I'm going to grow my hair out, and I'm going to let it rock and swang again once it gets there. But for now, this is what I'm dealing with, okay? It's all over the place. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what I'm doing. The last thing I'm going to talk about, though. I talked about it last week, but this is going to be the first week of a whole new schedule, a whole new lifestyle, really. I have the same job, same company and everything. I'm just moving locations, and I'm going to be a lot closer to where I live. It's going to save me a lot of time. It's going to save me a lot of gas money. It's going to save me a lot. I'm a bit sad because I'm going to miss some people at the other location. I'm going to miss some people. I'm going to miss where I was working in San Francisco. But this should make my life outside of work much better, I'm hoping. And I needed a change. It was just time. I'd been kind of toiling at my job for a while, and this was an opportunity to just move and work on something kind of new. And I'm really hoping that it just gives me a little more energy and more time to work on the channel and work on more videos, honestly. Because the way it was going, I'll tell you guys straight up, like the last few years, I've been working 4 days a week, but I get 3 days off, which was cool. It was super great. I loved having 3 days off. But the 4 10s killed me. My commute was, 2 hours a day, about an hour each way. So it was 12-hour days. So 4 12-hour days in a row, I just, I didn't feel very motivated to do things. I didn't have a lot of energy. And then on my weekends, there was so much that I missed from the 4 days on that I just had to catch up on. So it just felt like I never, even though I had 3 days off, it felt like I barely caught up. And I was just tired. And so now it's going to be 5 days a week, but it should be all right. It should be all right. I think it'll make my life a little better. Each day will be a little easier. So yeah, hopefully this is a positive change, And dude, Mark, you're absolutely right. So that's another thing. I don't get it, I don't get it. So yeah, I drove up. So I live in the South Bay, right? And I drove up to San Francisco 4 days a week. And I love San Francisco. You guys know that. I'm biased. I love San Francisco. And I loved working up there. Even though the last year or so, I didn't really get to enjoy the city. I was kind of stuck in a really... I was just stuck. I didn't get to explore the city. But it made my days off, it made me not want to go to the city. It made me not want to drive anywhere, really. Because having to drive 2 hours a day for 4 days in a row was kind of like... it was one of those things where it was like, well, I don't want to I don't want to drive. I don't want to put more miles on my car, really. I didn't want to do that. So now I feel like I'll be more motivated to go places. And honestly, when I did like when I did the all the A's videos, like having to drive to the A's games, I went like 4 days in a row. That was like, I just didn't feel like driving all the way to Oakland, you know? But now that I won't really have a commute, I'll have a 5-minute commute. I think it'll help, you know? So yeah, that'll be cool. I've told you guys there's a whole lot of San Francisco history videos and stuff I want to do, and I think this will make me more motivated to like want to go do them instead of just being tired all the time, you know. So taking the Caltrain would have like taken up a lot of time. It definitely would have been better for like wear and tear on my car and gas money, but it would have taken a significantly longer time where I worked. So like it was I don't know, it just wasn't kind of like a very realistic it wasn't a very realistic proposition to do that. Cuz getting to the Caltrain station would have been a lot of time. But, you know, I could have considered it. And I did. But now I'm going to have like a 5 to 10 minute commute. I'm going to have way more free time every day. And I'll get out of work way earlier too, which is nice. So I can actually maybe have a social life. That would be awesome. But I appreciate whoever that is, like leaving comments, because like that helps my engagement. So we love it. Sports are for weird dudes. Well, I'm a weird dude, so I'm definitely a weird dude. But yeah, no, that helps a lot. Thanks for the engagement. Yeah, I think that's it for the week. I guess I'll see you guys next week. See you guys next week. Peace and love. Love everybody, you know? Keep doing your things, dude. I'm weird. And that's awesome. Did you see Friday was Lamont and Tonelli's last day? They just fired everybody, huh? Because Tolbert's gone too. Oh, no, they were on 107.7. Never mind. 35 years, dude. The whole like radio market is sad, man. Like when you see the old people that you listen to for so many years gone. You know? Speaking of radio, I didn't really listen to them, by the way, so I can't really say like I was super familiar with them. I've just heard their name. But when I saw Renelle at Rickwood Field, I told her how much she meant to me. She was on KMEL when I was a kid, actually, so I got to tell her how much she meant to me and how much her voice, you know, was part of my upbringing, part of my childhood and everything. So that was super cool. But yeah, you know, that's 35 years. People grew up with them. You know what I mean? People grew up with Tolbert on KMBR for so many years. You know, and then it's like Jim Barnett. He was the voice of Warriors games for me. And thankfully he's still on the radio, but it's like these voices become part of our existence and our culture. And so yeah, if you listen to Lamont Tonelli, that definitely sucks, man. Definitely sucks. Yeah, we love Renelle. We're still doing it live. iHeartMedia is the worst offender of laying on air talent. iHeartMedia and Clear Channel, right? both the big conglomerates. I used to work in radio. That industry doesn't care about staff at all. Yeah, absolutely. Especially now, because it's like the industry is just getting smaller and smaller, and it's like all the legends all across the country are just being let go. Chewy Gomez was let go a while ago. You know, I don't know. It's sad, man. It's like so many voices, you know. And speaking of R.I.P. JV, man. I'm not even gonna talk about it, but if you know about JV and the sad story there, he was also a voice of my childhood. So, yeah, I didn't listen to them, but still, culture makers of the Bay Area going away. Be the next Pat McAfee, ESPN would show millions to have you. I'm too dumb. Oh, Clear Channel became iHeartMedia? No wonder. That makes sense. That makes total sense. I didn't realize that. I thought they were separate. Yeah. You know, the Bay Area is changing. Well, every place is changing, but obviously the Bay Area had such a deep culture, and there's still a lot of cool stuff, but man, they're chipping away at it. Yeah. Yankees picked up ex-Mariners announcer Dave Sims for radio. Really? Didn't who else? There was another analyst that was let go this offseason that was with the team for a long time. I don't remember who. I'm still sad that Jim Barnett's not doing Warriors games. Also, interesting, I really want to know what's going to happen with the A's. I feel like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. Like, so far, it seems like Dallas Braden and them will still, be around and involved, but I can't imagine it'll last too long. I don't know, dude. What's his name? The guy, the Castellanos guy, he was doing the apology, and Castellanos hit the home run. I just saw him on something else, too. And I kind of hope the other Kuiper comes back. He accidentally said a slur, which sucks, but the fact that he was let go for that sucked. Anyways, I'm just yapping, dude. I'm just yapping. I was hoping whoever that was trolling or whatever would come back, but I guess not. Once that Sacramento heat sets in, plans will change quickly. Yeah, that's probably right. How much longer do you think Kruk and Kipe have left? Dude, I don't want to think about it because it makes me incredibly sad. Makes me incredibly sad. With Kruko's issues, I don't see too much longer. It hurts to even think about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Calls A's games. No, she's awful. She's awful. I think she's a very nice person, but yeah, she's bad. A's will operate skeleton staff in Sacramento. Yeah, Rob, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And they're gonna anyone replaced will be replaced with sycophants. I'm going to cry when Kevin Karach is no longer with the A's. They already got rid of Vince. Yeah, Vince is done. Yeah, man. He was really nice. I met him, took a picture with him last week. Not the last game, but like during the last week. Yeah, but that's it. I love you guys. Peace and love. Peace and love. Valkyries. I'm excited. Tom Brennan. That's right. Tom Brennan. Rolling numbers, dude. You always come in. I don't even know you're here, and you just come in with some heat. Look, peace and love. Be kind to people. Be good to people. Golden State Valkyries. I can't wait. I'm excited. I got my first Golden State Valkyries merch. I'm going to go to more Warriors games. I don't know how much I'm going to film, but I'm itching to go. I have to pee so bad. Kruko has not ALS. Is it ALS? It might be ALS. He has a degenerative disease, unfortunately, which is why he doesn't do road games anymore. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys, join the Discord. We're always chatting in the Discord and sharing cool history and stuff. A lot of sports history, a lot of insider stuff. Gabriel will be talking all kinds of insider stuff from the Oakland side of things. it's a really MLS. It might be MLS. I don't know. I don't remember. Join the Discord though. We have a lot of fun in there. And if anyone, like I said, if anyone has any ideas about opening up, not a shop, but dealing with the antique world and has any ideas, I'm all ears. Join the Discord and let's chat about it. I appreciate you guys. I'm about to pee my pants. That was a fun one. Shout out Peace Tea. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. I still haven't got my Rickwood Field dirt, but I have my Oracle Park dirt here. Okay, and my Rickwood Field dirt, I got a shadow box I'm building. I'm going to show you guys. It's awesome. Yeah, I don't know which it is these, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. Something or Other Tours, Not Variety. Vertlife forever. Like, subscribe, share, do all the cool things cool kids do. Vertlife. I'm blonde now. That's crazy. I don't know what to do. I might just shave my head. No, I'm not. I'm gonna let it grow. Who cares, right? Who cares? I'm just yapping at this point. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I'm madly in love with you. Okay? I'm madly in love with all of you. Good night. Have a good night. 49ers, please turn it around.